clearly we are, you know, all comfortable, cozy. We have our food. And, you know, we highly suggest you guys all do the same because, again, this is the final live watch party series. This is the final one we get to go ahead and watch live together. It's to be determined on whether or not we're going to be watching any of Season 4 live. Perhaps we do, you know, a little live watch party series breakdown episode with the, obviously the conclusions. We all know those final parts are broken up into essentially like little mini movies. So you guys know the drill. If we go ahead and we do like a breakdown and we, you know, decipher the episodes and all that, and we do our usual routine, then the episode will get broken down into like 8 to 12 parts or something like that, you know? So, you know, it might make sense for us to go ahead and do another live watch party series, but we have a lot of episodes before we even get to that point. Yeah. Season 4, there's a lot of episodes. And, yeah. So let's enjoy this one together, guys, because we don't know how long it's going to be until we have another live watch party series. So, as we get a little nostalgia here with some One Piece, huh? Is this one of the outros?
Yeah.
Outro, huh? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of your One Piece references.
Yeah.
It's just so weird not having to like look over to talk to you. That's like not this way.
It feels weird not having one person straight across.
I know, it feels weird not having someone right across from me.
Separate.
Jacob, can you send us a picture of the hat?
But I basically warmed up for this episode today because I was watching. I'm back on my Billie Eilish fixation. I mean, it never really left, but now it's even stronger. And I was watching people react to her. Yeah, I was watching people react to her newest album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. And one of the guys that I was watching made any One Piece reference that he could. Like, I didn't even get him. I didn't even get the references, but he would be like,
Was that you? Was that you in the comment section?
It could have just been me, bro. It could have just been me.
This guy was reviewing them on YouTube, and he was sitting there, and he's like, okay, the next song is called Wildflower, like wildfire, like wild, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. I was like, hey, it's One Piece.
Do you by chance have it available?
Yeah.
Can you show Zach to see what the reference
I would love to.
Zach?
There's a lot.
Also, AJ just,
It's a 45-minute video that I watched
earlier today.
Oh.
He's got the crocheted Luffy hat. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, there we go. I like the Traffy hat better than the straw hat.
Traffy hat's pretty sick.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah.
Someone knitted that for him. That has to be knitted. That's like crochet. Crochet straw hat. Pretty sick. Those are sick, Jacob.
Hold on, there's an ad.
There's always ads.
We have to wait for the Allstate ad to finish playing. And the Postmates Zero Fees ad. Okay, so this is how...
is that food?
This is how it starts. Free? I clicked on the video thinking it was going to be Billie Eilish, and it starts like this.
Okay.
I don't understand what's happening.
Who's watching Billy? Did you numbskulls not realize she's a devil fruit user? She's got the whisper, no me. Oh, and trust me.
Oh, God.
You do not want to find out what happens when she gets in your ear. Overboard? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Billy, I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's just how it starts?
Yeah, that's just how it's a 55-minute episode.
Oh my God.
I mean, episode. 55 minutes. Well, he's reviewing the entire album.
The movie right there.
He's reviewing the entire album all the way through. And I mean, I would say that there was at least 6 references throughout it's supposed to be a normal video with like, you know, just a normal music review.
Did you look at any of his other content?
No.
He's probably like a huge One Piece dude.
Yeah, he probably is. And he was just really reviewing anything One Piece related.
He just wanted an excuse to talk about One Piece.
I know. But he did like the album. He like cried like at 3 different songs. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the Billy album's a good watch. No,
it's good.
436.
I'm like, is that a important episode?
No, he's getting close to he's getting close to Marineford if he didn't already pass it.
Getting close.
Well, there's luckily only 1,117 episodes, so you're a third of the way there, brother.
I finally finished
Wano?
not completely, but
The fight, the main fight.
Yeah.
Were you satisfied with your conclusion?
I was. There was a moment when I really started reflecting on the journey, and then even some of the characters, and then I got emotional. Like, I got emotional.
Especially with that opening I was telling you about. That opening is just a bunch of repeated memories.
Yeah.
There's literally 200 episodes worth of Wano, and all those flashbacks are just within Wano.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me go through the seasons.
I
I
don't
want to see
remember
where
what the
that
moment was. I
400
also don't want to
is.
spoil anything, but like, yeah, I remember that moment was like, it was so emotional. Oh, it was with Momonosuke when all of a sudden he wants to go ahead and be brave for his country, for his land,
And he starts
then all of a
pulling,
sudden-
starts making his clouds and pulling on him.
But also too, it shows like, you know, Odin and the family. It's now, you know, and it was like one of those moments where I was like, okay, this is finally like what I've been hoping for. You know.
your climax. This is also where Jacob is right now.
Oh, okay.
Our favorite.
Yep, Buggy.
Underneath Buggy, as well. Our favorite little princess, Banchan. The true hero of the One Piece universe, Bon Clay.
Your true hero.
We wouldn't be where we are without Bon Clay.
Are you doing your homework?
A little bit. Yeah, because I watched episode 6. I skimmed through episode 7, so I'm just trying to see what I skimmed through. Because you guys were having your One Piece talk, I figured.
Now's
Now might be a good time.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to this anyways.
Outside of Hey, what up, Betty?
Outside of
I know. You got us thinking here. Outside of Outside of who?
He's warming up to it.
I'm trying to think whose name starts with an SH.
Oh, Straw Hats.
Okay.
That's the
outside of-
acronym.
Oh,
Acronym.
It's an acronym, you fake fans.
I know. Look at us.
You're like, shh, quiet.
I don't know. Jacob, you're in charge.
I'm like,
Jacob takes charge of One Piece talk now.
speaking of favorite One Piece characters, mine's definitely Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard himself.
The man
Why
who
am I
grows
rooting
teeth
for him?
back.
Why am I rooting for like guy who could grow his teeth
The guy
back?
who can grow his
Hey.
teeth back.
I guess legend has he has 3 different forms.
Yeah. And he also loves that fucking cherry pie.
Oh yeah. He's like,
Jacob.
you hate Blackbeard? You hate all the cool characters.
What's up, Eddie?
I think my favorite villain's probably Doflamingo.
Doflamingo's
It's Doflamingo or Kaido for me. Just because Kaido literally threw himself out of the clouds. Still didn't die. Just got up. He was like, man, that hurt.
I'm not gonna lie, that fight, that battle, I don't know if you can really call it a battle, but between Blackbeard and Ace, oh,
Yeah.
so good.
That was some really
But then
great cinema
that's how
right
you
there.
realize that's the moment where it's like, okay, Blackbeard is to be like taken seriously. You know,
Yeah,
he's
that's
not
the first
just
time
this
that we really get to
goofy
see him
character who has
use his
aspirations.
powers, yeah.
He's kind of like, you know, I'm trying to think of a character too that's kind of like, you know, like an Otowo who just has these crazy aspirations, but they're just goofy and they're just kind of comedic relief and they don't live up to any of it, even close. But like Blackbeard is just, he's got it all. We talked about it last
That's how I feel
week.
about Weevil.
He's funny.
You remember
you know?
Weevil?
Weevil.
The Whitebeard son with the granny?
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel about him. We don't even know nothing about him. I
Yeah.
can't take him seriously.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
some fat kid who wants to be Edward Newgate's kid.
Yep.
Don't say Usopp. Don't say Usopp.
Yeah, God Usopp.
Usopp's a brave warrior of the sea
Ace
now.
would have won against any other character. Well, not any other, but at that time,
The majority of
any
characters.
character that we have kind of seen. Because at that moment, there, Ace really is like top tier.
Yeah.
At that moment when we
Ace
see
is,
him.
Ace is like first in rank of the Whitebeard pirates. Or
Yeah,
second.
because we don't even see Whitebeard at that time yet. We don't see any of these strong characters. So Ace is kind of like the standard, where he's so cool, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But then, you know,
You
here
have to
comes
realize
Teach.
that Ace was in charge of Teach. That's why he's chasing after him, is because Teach stole the devil fruit and ran from Whitebeard's crew,
Yeah,
did Whitebeard's crew
that's
dirty, and Ace was in charge of him, and Ace took it upon himself to go and try to bring him to justice.
Yeah.
Did he succeed?
Well, let's not also forget that Teach did give Ace opportunity to join him. You know,
Well, who would take that opportunity? Besides AJ, who would take that opportunity?
well, it depends on where I'm at. Now, if I'm Ace, I'm fighting. Like, you're like I said, you're the standard.
You're basically
You know?
Edward Newgate's son, and you're also, without knowing,
Now,
Goldie Rogers.
you have to ask yourself, the moment you realize, oh shit, I'm in trouble. This guy literally is draining my freaking devil fruit.
Yeah, he's literally absorbing my fucking
Do
power.
I continue to go ahead and just die on my shield? Do I go ahead and get captured by him? Do I get, I guess essentially exchanged for some sort of reward or whatever the case is? Or, do I join? Like, it depends on what your morals are. And I think knowing Zach, I think Zach would definitely have gone on and kind of like, you would have laid it all on the line. You would have gone out on your shield for sure, or at least gotten to a point where you got
I
captured
feel like
and stuff,
running is always an option, but it's not the first option.
Yeah. The first option is to kick his ass. But then when you realize, oh shit, I can't do that, then it's like, okay.
Then you got to get crafty.
Yeah.
Ace felt too obligated.
Yeah. Just to put it into perspective for you, Lex, like My Hero Academia, let's say you have this quirk, let's say you're a badass character, right? And you're like, you have this amazing fire quirk, right? And all of a sudden you come across somebody, let's say there's this character, her name's like Cleopatra or something like that, And she all of a sudden, we see her early on in the anime, in the series, she's kind of like this drunken, kind of goofy character. She just likes to go out and have a good time and stuff,
Okay.
But you don't realize really what her like ambition, what her goal and her agenda is. But then all of a sudden, you stumble upon Cleopatra at the bar. You're like, oh, okay, whatever. But then when you see Cleopatra again, Cleopatra's like, hey, Lex. So it's kind of funny that I stumble upon you here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask you because I want you to have the choice. But, I'm starting up a little crew here. And I want you to join. But let's say the experience you had with this person over in this like bar is somebody the exact opposite of you. You hate this person. You're like, oh, hell no.
Despise her, just so annoying.
And you don't take this person serious. You're like, you know what?
Total pick me ass bitch.
Cleopatra, just
I'd be like,
get out of my way.
I'm good.
You know what?
I'm okay.
Like, get out of my way. Like, it's not even like, seriously, you're starting a crew?
Yeah.
No. But then all of a sudden, she starts getting a little brave.
Yeah, Cleo
She
says,
starts
raise your
talking
hands
some
up.
shit. And you're like, all right, you know what? You want to do this? All right, let's fucking do this.
You're like, okay, girl.
And then you go ahead and you throw, not your strongest technique, but you go ahead and you throw like a statement, like fire technique, whatever.
Okay.
But then you notice Cleopatra goes out there and at first she's kind of like, like, oh, damn, oh man, that kind of hurt. That's not cool. And you're like, yeah, so you better fucking step away.
Yeah.
Then the moment Cleopatra gets a little bit closer and a little bit more confident, you throw another attack. Maybe this one's a little bit more of a, all right,
Got some more heat to it, as one might say.
exactly. But then
As
all of a
one
sudden,
might.
Cleopatra goes and has like some sort of black hole absorbent quirk that absorbs your fire ability
Yeah.
and just catches your fire, makes it disappear, and just laughs at you. At that point, what's going through your mind now?
That I'm gonna kill her.
You're gonna kill her, right? Okay.
That I'm gonna
So
have
then-
to kill this bitch.
That's exactly what Ace thought.
Because she's embarrassed
Yeah.
me.
So what happens now? If
I
all
must
of a
kill
sudden,
her now.
somehow Cleopatra gets in close combat and actually touches your like arm or your hand.
Okay.
You try to go ahead and burn it. You try to go ahead and use fire, whatever the
Yeah.
case is, right?
The way I know how to fight.
But then all of a sudden, Cleopatra uses a technique that somehow drains you. And you're like, what the hell?
Oh.
And Cleopatra's now laughing in your face. And he goes, do you know what just happened right now? You just realized what happened right now, Lex? Do you know what just happened? I just drained your quirk.
She just took my freaking quirk,
Not all of it.
but she like
But
drained
I
it.
just
have
with
10% download done.
All of a sudden, they
So I can just
slowly
light a lighter and that's it.
slowly. No, you still have more. And
you can still use your abilities. You just
Yeah.
It's just
you got a
not-
significant power deduction.
you have to
I got
try
nerfed.
to go
Yeah.
ahead and stay at a
This
long
bitch.
distance.
I got nerfed. Yeah, no, literally, I got nerfed.
You have to stay at a distance, right? Long range attacks, but you could tell it's not doing anything. All of a sudden, Cleopatra gives you the option again. Lex, I'm gonna tell you this one last time, or else you're not gonna like what happens. Are you gonna join me or not?
No, you're gonna have to kill me.
Okay, so Lexi's gone. The same thing as Zach. All right.
No, you're gonna have to kill me because I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not.
So then you know
gonna
what ends up happening
bow
is that
under you.
Lexi gets captured. She goes to Marineford. And
Then you get stuck in a shell with this giant shark-looking dude.
Yeah.
But I
who's
live
not
with,
Arlong,
with
but
some kind of pride.
yeah, Lexi is sent to Impel Down.
and then you find out your dad is the king of the pirates, and then you die.
Yep. But it's
All right.
your death.
That's
your,
a cool life.
your death is crucial to character development.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Our main
that's
character.
cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Our main character, AJ, your brother.
Oh.
Oh. It's crucial to your development, AJ. It must
I should
happen.
realize I joined Cleopatra.
Oh no.
I'm like, Lexi, you didn't join?
I'm like, oh, it's for AJ? It's for his character development?
Literally.
I'm good.
I'll say alive. Thanks.
No,
I'll
I was gonna say Luca can go ahead and be that character, but that means that hey,
Luca could be Luffy.
Luca's gonna go ahead and
Luca's too quiet to be Luffy.
I know I was saying he's not
Guys, I'm gonna eat.
He may be thin enough to be Luffy, but he's not loud enough at all. His chant would be, I'm Luca D. Luffy.
I'm Luca D.
I'm Monkey D. Luca.
I see Luca as more of a.
he'll just say, I'm going to be king of the pirates.
He could be a blend of these two characters, but I was gonna say I see him more of a like Sanji actually, but he could be a blend of Zoro and Sanji. But when I mean Sanji, I don't mean like kind of like
You don't mean the
yeah, I don't mean like the very like
No, he means
hopeless
it.
romantic and stuff, you know, and all that.
That's Luca with me.
Yeah, I could go ahead and see and like definitely if that's like the cartoon variation, yeah, for sure being like that with you. But I see him, you know how Sanji's got his very like suave moments and stuff, you know, and being very mannerly and everything and stuff. I can see that. Now, what I don't see is I don't see Jacob as Luffy. There's only one Luffy, my friend.
I'm trying to think, who would Jacob be?
Him.
You're the news guy. You're the bird.
No, Jacob would be. I'm gonna give you a cool character, and I want you to go ahead and take this ability. I want you to go ahead and be thankful because this character is badass. All
You're
right,
blessed with this power.
but you also haven't seen this character yet, really in its full glory. But I get Marco the Phoenix vibes.
Oh, Marco.
I think that you would be Marco the Phoenix, and I
better
think
be happy
that
with that. That's a fire answer.
Marco the Phoenix is badass. Now,
Marco the Phoenix just does what Marco.
I already know who Zach is. Now, Zach is. Oh, you know
Obviously
Marco the
Chopper.
Phoenix? Yeah. Zach's Chopper. No. I think Zach, not that I think he is. Zach in One Piece, he's Sabo.
Oh, I'm fine
Yeah.
with that.
Zach is definitely Sabo. Now, if you don't know Sabo,
You will.
you will. And just remember, that's Zach.
When you get to Dressrosa, you'll see. I'm gonna start wearing
Yeah.
a top hat with goggles on it. I'm gonna
Now, I
You know
would
what?
love to be
That's my
Traffy.
locked-in cosplay for Anime Expo next year.
I would love to be Traffy, but I don't think I'm Traffy.
You're a loyalty guy.
Oh yeah, for sure loyalty.
You know who's also a big loyalty guy?
Who do you think? Okay, so I've designated Jacob, I've designated Zach, and now I'm gonna allow Jacob and Zach to go ahead and tell me who I am in the One Piece universe.
No, just based on loyalty alone.
Kid's a cool one too, but I don't know.
Kid's
I
pretty
feel like you're more loyal. Kid doesn't strike me as being the loyal type.
well, to his own crew.
Yeah.
But kid's also someone who lets grudges get the best of him.
Yeah.
Like if someone wrongs him, he will not fail
Yeah.
at attempting to get his get back. And that's a great answer for AJ, Jacob.
Ooh, I'll take
Shanks is
Shanks.
probably one of the most loyal people
Yeah.
you'll find.
Yeah.
But when I think of loyalty and I think of my Straw Hat crew,
Yeah.
if I'm Sabo and I'm gonna meet my little brother's crew, and AJ's among that crew, I could see AJ just due to sheer loyalty being Zoro, because I feel like AJ's also the kind of guy to be like, we cover each other's asses, but we all get our shit done, which is very much a Zoro thing to say. And it's that undying loyalty, bro. You find that person and locked in.
I do
If I had to say a non-straw hat,
I do get lost sometimes too.
I do like Law.
Zebra Cakes can attest to that.
I do like Law. I think that is a fantastic answer.
He goes, not Mosshead.
Yeah, that's why you're Sanji,
But, hold
bro.
on, but so Zach's gonna say so. Not a straw
If
hat.
I were to give you someone who's not a Straw Hat, and we don't know much about him,
Yeah.
but I were to give you another right-hand man of a crew,
Okay.
I would give you Beck, Shanks' right hand.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the character, so I'd have to go ahead and learn.
Just because, one, again, it's that loyalty thing, but two, Beck is the man that Shanks, who is by far the most powerful pirate we have in our universe right now, given present time One Piece, and Beck is his right hand. And Beck is just an absolute badass. Plus, I watched the film Red movie, and I think you would like the way Beck operates. So that's my non-straw hat vote. Someone you would know?
Big fat guy with me always.
Oh, he's the fastest man in the universe. What's his name? I forget his name. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the guy on Shanks' crew that's always carrying the meat stick around. The big guy. He's supposed to be the fastest guy in the One Piece universe.
Be right back, y'all. Let Zach go ahead and take over and let him do his thing.
Lucky Roo? Yeah, that's AJ. AJ's Roo. But no, I think if I had to give you someone else, someone that you would know. Huh. Going through my vast catalog of One Piece characters. Let me see.
All right. Well, who's Lex?
Lex is Vivi.
Oh, that's a good one. I can see Lexi as Vivi, and I think Lexi's gonna go ahead and she's gonna know exactly who Vivi is with season 2 of the live action. One Piece.
Yeah, you'll get your introduction to Vivi soon.
If she's not cute, I'm gonna be very insulted.
Vivi is who I
Look up Vivi. Vivi even has a
do
cool
you
little
spell it?
like right hand pet.
Vivi,
A very
non-straw
loyal
hat.
pet.
Non-straw hat, Vivi's best girl. Non-straw hat, Vivi's the best one.
Yeah.
Vivi should be a straw hat. That's just my personal opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah, Vivi's cool.
She's
Who's
got
on-
big boobs and blue hair.
Yeah, but
I notice.
they're all like that though.
Yeah, they all got.
Yeah,
big
they all
boobs.
got big boobs.
You just have to. She's cute.
You see Vivi and her
I don't see a
her
pet,
pet.
though. I don't. Oh, this is a cute fit. She looks so cute here.
So
You know what?
What a
go
cute
ahead
little
and
fit.
search up Vivi and just put the word and see what. Yeah, but it
Is that a duck?
is. Yeah.
That is your stallion.
Vivi and
Karu.
Nami.
Vietnamese.
Whoa!
Yep. Big duck.
He's got a big old
You know what?
beak.
I actually got one for you. I think I'd give you King.
King? Okay.
Another loyal character.
All right.
You know what he's loyal to?
Yeah.
The cause.
Yeah.
The Joy Boy cause.
Yeah.
Is the duck a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Karu the boy, I think, yeah.
There's some girl ducks.
He's got a big old
Bat
beak.
asking Jacob who Bat would be. And just going based off of vibes,
Purely vibes.
it says Zoro. Zoro's a badass one. So if we get Zoro energy, and I might need Zach's help with this one.
Let's go Crocodile.
Bat's Croc? Ooh.
Let's say
Interesting.
I think Crocodile's got that swagger to him, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know. I think Crocodile is probably one of my favorite character designs, mainly because of that giant hook. And Crocodile's smart as fuck. He got a whole operation going. And the only reason Crocodile lost was because of water.
Yep.
That's it. That's just the Spider-Man 3 plot with Sandman.
Yep. Exactly. Also, we have already started, but I want to go ahead and say welcome again to everybody who is joining us here live. This is the final live watch party series. This is going to be OAD episode 8, which is pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure I put it over on the. Did I? I think I did.
Yeah,
episode
OAD
8.
Ep 8.
2 months really flew by. I'm not gonna lie. 2 months went by so
did.
quick. I remember we were like, oh, we just finished season 3, and we're like, you know what? We're like, now we get to go ahead and kind of just do a nice little palate cleanser and go ahead and watch these OADs, which you guys all voted.
Yeah.
And the majority vote was OAD
Which was
by
a nice
a
little
wide
buffer.
margin. I'm pretty sure we only got one vote that was
yeah, only one vote that was like, just we want to
season 4.
Yeah, I think we all needed a little buffer.
Yeah, and it went by so quick. And again, I want to thank you all who just joined us over on this party series. And it's been a lot of fun. And obviously we have Bat and we have Jacob, who has just been joining us live every single week, and I'm so grateful for you both. And again, we've got some amazing appearances from some of our other loyal friends. And when we do these live watch party series, and even then, just in general, whenever we do these, just live streams, I mean, I hope you guys realize that whenever we have our Levi squad, whenever we have our we talk about loyalty with One Piece characters. Whenever we have our loyal friends who go out there and join us over in chat, it makes the episodes just that much better.
Yeah.
The episodes are always fun to go ahead and stream live with you guys. And you guys know this. I mean, you guys literally see every episode how appreciative we are as we go ahead and we always say thank you and stuff like that. And that's never going to change. Your support, again, is just absolutely incredible. But the episodes are even that much better whenever we are able to get, as many people as possible. And again, we love you guys so much. We're so grateful for you guys. And just, again, these two months went by so quick. I remember I was kind of like, I can't remember what episode it was, but I was like, hey, let's enjoy these episodes because, they're going to go by so quick. And they really did.
Yep. 2 months went
Yeah,
by.
seriously.
Really,
That.
but you still have we still have plenty of AOT
Yeah, there's a lot
episodes.
of content we still gotta
yeah.
go
Go ahead and
over.
cover. We're
And
gonna
after
go
that,
ahead.
I don't even know.
fucking knows.
I know. After that, who knows?
I don't even know if I still know how to voice Historia.
I know we're gonna be rusty for sure, but the thing is that we have characters that we're gonna voice for the first time.
I know,
a lot of new
true.
characters, a lot of new introductions.
A lot of new
too.
characters.
Oh my god, I
so,
have to do peak.
So yeah,
Realize.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
I've
and
only
have
done
fun.
her-
that Buenos dias, Porco.
I've only done her Titan form.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun for us to go ahead and do characters from that are being
And
introduced
Yelena,
over in season 4.
all the
We have
mom.
characters like Porco's a fun character. Theo Magath.
Yeah, Theo Magath. Capone.
Willie Tiber.
I'm gonna have to voice Gabi.
Yeah, you're the voice Gabi.
You're gonna get bit by a horse.
I'm gonna have to voice that.
And
Never mind.
And you're also gonna waste God in the process.
literally.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for us to go ahead and voice characters again. I do miss it. I like when we do that. I hope that you guys like when we do that too. It makes it fun for us, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But again, the podcast for us is to go ahead and talk about AOT, but also we want you guys to go ahead and kind of almost reimagine the characters as we go ahead and break down the scenes, the quotes, literally what's happening, and the emotions, and
We're pretty much just making you hallucinate by listening to our
exactly.
voices.
We want you to remember the scenes. We
Like
want you to
reading.
recall them.
Hallucinate.
Yeah, just close your eyes and visualize everything we say.
So we're definitely going to go ahead.
Flock, am I right? No.
There's definitely going to be more Flock over in season 4.
Yes, but you do get more
oh
flock
yeah, I'm
content.
so excited.
But
I'm sure that's what Jacob's real excited
again,
about.
season 4, we're gonna have plenty of episodes to go ahead and cover. But again, this live watch party series, it went by really quick, and we have one episode left to go ahead and do. And Babette early on said, this is a fun episode, and here we are in a nice chill environment. And again, just so thankful for you guys to be joining us. And you guys know who I am. I am, AJ. I'm the host of the podcast. Of course, I have my 2 co-hosts, and you are very familiar with them as well. To my left, we have Zach, and to my right, we have Lex.
Howdy.
Zebra Cakes is also here, but Zebra Cakes is also,
Big chill.
watching Attack on Titan from episode 1 to see what... She's like not watching that
Doing her
episode.
research in the background.
Yeah, she's researching right now.
No, Bat is
She's
here.
doing what I was doing right now, like skimming over the last OAD. She's like, okay. But instead, she's just like hyper running through like a YouTube, like everything you need to know about Attack on Titan.
In the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, in the next 10 minutes.
The AOT timeline broken
She's
down
taking
for
notes.
you.
She's got like 3 different colored highlighters.
No, Zebra Cakes is the producer today. And our director is Nico, and you guys are familiar with Nico.
He looked
Nico
over like,
is
bro,
here.
what?
He came by
Right,
a little bit
Nico?
earlier. I'm sure you guys saw the happy face.
Yeah, you
sad
guys
face.
got to see
you wanna
him
come up,
earlier.
Nico? Huh, baby?
Come on, Nico, show them your pretty,
He's like,
pretty
"Let me do my lap. Let me
face.
do my lap."
Go do your shark lap. Do your shark lap.
He's looking for something to go ahead and bite.
Hey,
Nico.
that's my issue.
Nico.
Nico.
Nico, guys. Yeah, there's our director.
Everyone give
Nico's
it up
making
to
sure
Nico.
everything goes according to plan here.
Hey, Nico. You got anything to say for the people?
Manager.
When Zach joined, I thought he was
You
a
too
manager.
can be a voice actor.
Yeah, definitely.
Young Midoriya. You
You know,
too
Nico's
can be a
He doesn't
a
have anything
director
to
of
say.
few words, but many actions, and
He just licked the microphone.
hero. That's him appreciating. That like goes out to all of you guys.
He just kissed all of you.
yep. And Nico looks so happy
can
over
see
on the
it, too.
cam. Aww.
Look at him.
Yeah, there it is. Lick. All right. So I hope that you guys are all doing well. Hope that you guys had a nice weekend. I hope that you guys had a nice Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you all got the day off.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're back. Here we are. I want to ask Lex, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How was your Labor Day weekend?
My weekend was great. Got to say goodbye to Luca on
Straw Hat
Sunday.
Luca.
Yeah,
Hi, Luca.
I had to drop him off at the airport, and he had
Yeah.
a layover in Japan. Actually.
Oh, really?
A 13-hour layover in
Did
Japan.
you see Marco?
But he couldn't leave. No, literally, they literally like right when Marco
That's
left
so
for Japan, Luca got to Japan.
Wow.
They like just missed each other.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's okay. Luca had a 13-hour layover and he couldn't leave the airport anyways, so we just stayed in those like capsule hotels, which surprisingly he fit in.
I fit. They're super cool. They're spacious.
Yeah,
they're like
no, they're kinda long.
They're 8 feet long at least.
Yeah.
like, I had some wiggle room. Like I could even like sit up, crisscross applesauce posture.
You actually showed me a video. You showed me a video.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have the video of me inside the
Yeah.
Yeah.
speed charger's insane. My phone was charged from like
Oh, really?
20 to 100 in like 15 minutes.
Oh damn.
That shit was
Damn.
fast.
But yeah,
Crazy.
so now his mental clock is all out of whack. I was just on the phone with him before the podcast,
Yeah.
telling him good morning. He had just woke
Yeah,
up,
literally.
and it's like 7 a.m. for him.
Oh,
Or no,
geez.
it's like 9 a.m. for him. So, you know. Anyways, more about me. We're gonna, I officially started my new job on Thursday as a PE instructional aide. And that's
awesome.
been great. Oh my God. I'm at such a perfect age group and they're so great. I'm with 4th and 5th and a little bit of 3rd, and they're so great. They just want to help. And it's so funny. Like the way that you talk to kids is so different than the way you talk to people.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't know someone's name, I wouldn't be like, hey, dude in the Hurley shirt. Like that's insulting. But to a kid, they're like,
Like, that's me.
I know, that's me. Because
Yeah.
I don't know any of their names. I'm with like 500 kids. Not at a time, but like in total, I
Yeah.
probably have around 500 a week. So I'm not going to remember all their names. So I'll be like, hey, cool guy in the sunglasses. And they're like, what do you need, miss? I'm like, oh, let me tell you.
Do they all say chat and skibbity riz and shit?
Yes, they do. They're
Oh
so
my
far gone.
God, bro.
I literally have them be like, what the Sigma? And like,
Oh my
I literally
God.
heard them the other day being like, big back, big back.
Oh my God,
big
I think
back."
that's my favorite thing to come from that generation is hearing the big bag joke.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is going on? Or like, I keep hearing them be like, our manager is here. I
Yeah.
keep hearing them be like,
Act appropriate.
they do say Sigma a lot. And today I was hearing kids be like, what are we doing? Chat?
Oh my God, the
They
chat.
talk to like because they watch streamers so much, and streamers are like, "Chat, what is this?"
They had like
that they
2
think that
years
that's
of
just how you
almost
ask
just watching
people a
online.
question.
Yeah.
So they'll say, "Chat," like how we are like,
Crazy.
"Chat, what do you think?" They say that in
Kids
real life.
Are so impressionable.
I know
It's so crazy.
they are. They're actually so far gone. I don't understand what
COVID
any of them are
poisoned
saying.
They're so
Humor of the
impressionable that I think even Jacob couldn't convince them that flock is cool.
No, they really
So
could.
crazy.
However, there is a
I
okay.
can't believe anything that
to
a streamer
round-
says.
To round that off, I love the job so much easier than I thought it was going to be. It's great. Love
Yeah.
the kids. And yeah, so I'm there 4 times a week. So I didn't go there on Monday, but I was there again today. And again, they're all great. It's just been really hot. So I've been low-key getting a farmer's tan. So
You got like 1 more month of heat and then it'll cool off.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping. It's just like the last 2 or 3 classes of the day really suck, but
That's
it's okay.
heat, yeah.
We've been inside today because it was too hot, so it's fine. But anyways, Friday when I was at work, I make sure it's they just started school and making sure that they know where their assigned dot is for PE. You know, you go outside and you sit on your dots in the blacktop, making sure they have their assigned dots. I'm in charge of running them through warm-ups and just making sure they understand the game. And other than that, I don't really do anything. Then maybe like collect the cones. But even then the kids want to help. So I'll just be like, who wants to collect the cones for me? And like, they all want to do it. So I'm like, cool, I don't have a job.
Cool.
The easiest trick too is just carry like tiny candies. Be like, whoever does this gets a candy.
No, I literally,
Yeah.
all I have to do, because I'll have multiple classes, I'll have like 2 different 4th grade classes. All I have to do is be like, we'll see which class does it better. And they already are like, oh my God.
Hit them against each other.
And they just want to know which class won. And we're like, I think it was Mrs. B's class. And we're like, we're not writing anything down. We're like, yeah, cool. And
Now
they're
for
like,
your
we
final
won.
exam, every class
You're
must
like,
fight to the death.
Yeah.
Attention campers.
However, no, literally. Yeah, we were playing red light, green light last week. And I heard one of the kids go, cool, but this time we don't die. Because they were talking about Squid Game.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. Okay, however,
It's
there
just
was
like Roblox.
there
but
was
in
one
real
kid
life.
in my 4th grade class that I saw on Friday who he probably shouldn't be wearing it at his age, but he was wearing an Attack on Titan sweater that said
There we
Attack on
go.
Titan. And I went up to
Start
him
him young.
I went up to
Guy
him and I
knows
was like,
his
that's a cool
stuff.
sweater there, bud. I like it. And he was like, oh, you like the show? I was like, I really do, bud. I really do. I'm not going to tell him I have a podcast.
No, you can't.
Don't come and see your teacher's podcast. But
No.
I was like, yeah, man, I really do. And he's like, you like anime? I was like, I do. And then I went to go walk away for a second. And you know, kids just talk. And he was like, I just found out 2 different studios made that show. I was like, wow, you know your stuff? Do you know which studio? And he was like, one of them is Mappa. I was like, yeah. And I was like, do you know the other one? He was like, no. I was like, okay, that's okay. I
Like
was
the
like,
most confident no
yeah.
ever.
I was like, it's okay. It was Wit. And he was like, Wit. Okay. And I walked away and I was like, we can't keep talking about Attack on
And you
Titan.
should be like, what's the one that made the monkey butt?
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
actually,
That'll send that kid up a wall. He'd be like, monkey butt.
yeah. Wit's the one that wanted to censor everything. Mappa gave us the butt.
Well, Mappas gave us monkey butt.
Yeah, twice. He
Double
gave us
monkey
twice. Yeah, Wit just gave us normal Titan butt. But yeah, I thought
Titan
that was
butt.
really cool. And then today I had that same kid, because I have him on Tuesdays and Fridays. Today he was wearing a Gorillaz shirt. I was
Okay.
like, dang, man, you have, and that kid has style too. He's like genuinely, it comes to school
He's
stylish.
definitely getting the influence somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, your parents are cool. Your parents are definitely like a younger
conference
couple.
with your parents. Yeah, we can have parent
Yeah,
teacher
I'm like,
conference.
when's parent teacher conference? I want his parents.
This kid's too cool for you guys.
Like, you could totally tell he has young parents.
Watch the dad have like just like anime tattoos or something.
I know,
You know?
I
Like a whole tattoo sleeve.
Yeah,
where it's
you
just
got
an
it.
anime.
He's just some like anime nerd who loves like music. He's got like a curly mullet and round glasses that
Now, if you told me the
Yeah.
kid's name was
that,
an
that aren't
anime character
prescription.
name,
He's got a Hunter x Hunter t-shirt.
Yeah,
middle name's
sounds like a
like-
cool dude.
Kilo or something. His middle name's like
Yeah.
Aaron.
No, I wouldn't be
Jaeger.
surprised if that kid's middle name was like actually something anime related.
It's Goku.
Yeah, his middle name's Goku. First name Sailor, middle name Moon. That's a good one.
Literally.
I have a kid named Sailor in my classes too. I should ask him what his middle name
You
is.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I should
God.
ask him what his middle name is.
Oh, I feel like a bunch of kids are gonna have these Japanese or like anime inspired names over the next like 10 years.
The thing is that I do have, even though I'm in like a very predominantly white conservative area, I have a lot of kids that are not white. I have like 6 kids in total that just do not speak a lick of English. And it's not even like Spanish, it's like Russian and Korean and Arabic. And I'm like, I don't know how to help you.
She found her foreign exchange class.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why. I'm assuming your parents just put you in this because they just want you to have a better life, American
Yeah.
dream. But you're just gonna have to copy everything I do because you won't understand anything. So I demonstrate during warm-ups and stuff.
Google Translate
yeah.
on 6 different phones out for each language.
Yeah, I'm like, which one needs something?
hits the record button on each of them, just says it.
Yeah.
Look at it and go, ah.
Yeah. Oh, baño. Okay, got it. But yeah, it's been great. I've been loving the job. I really have been.
Super cool.
And also too, you're gonna realize later on really like the impact that you made on these kids too. You know, and it's like wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that I realized working with kids over at the park programs and stuff. You know, be there Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. You know, you're over at one specific park, so it's the same kids going and this and that. And next thing you know, you're like, wow,
I'm
like
gonna see the same kids all
you know,
year.
the mindset for me was just be like, just the older brother over on the park, over at the park, and just, you know, somebody that they can go ahead and kind of trust there and know that it's my job to go ahead and keep them safe and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like you said, kids, they talk a lot. They go ahead and they start telling you some
They
funny
start
stuff.
trusting you little by little.
And then sometimes they start telling you some real stuff, you know, too. Like, and then at that point you realize, like, damn, you know what? Really am making an impact. And, you know, there's a fine line with that, you know? You can go ahead and impact them in the right direction, but also impact them, you know, kind of negative. But there's also times where your words can go ahead and hurt them as well, too. And it's something maybe you don't necessarily realize until it actually happens.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good that you enjoy it. And
so far so good.
Just go ahead and continue to go out
I've
and, you know,
definitely
just
dealt with and I've
make
actually
your
been
impacts.
pretty comfortable dealing with it too, of like kids crying, kids feeling like something's unfair, kids feeling like, you know, I can't play today because X, Y, and Z. And I've been like, yeah, sure. Caution. I'd rather err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
And even when I have kids crying, I'm like, okay, I can't spend too much time dealing with you because I have an entire rest of the class to run.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, yeah, I'm so sorry. Those are the rules of the game, bud. Bye. Just walk away and let him deal with it.
Yeah.
Because it truly is not that deep. It truly is not that deep. If it was something serious, I would sit down and talk to him for a while. But I'd be like, I'm sorry, it's the rule of the game. It's only fair. But maybe next round, you could win that round.
Yeah.
So you just have to redirect them.
Yeah, no, I straight up, when I was coaching that youth wrestling program that I was helping out with, bunches of kids, we'd play like little wrestling games and they'd cry. And if they'd cry, I don't want to do it. Like, do you want to do a cool workout by yourself? Do you want to do a really cool workout? And I straight up just give them like a Bulgarian bag, which is like the big, for those of you who don't know, the big old bag that you just grab the handle and swing it around.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, here, go do some squats with this. Go swing it around. They love swinging it. Just redirect. Give them something to do. And
yeah, I have kids that are
over
either
the smallest things. You just got to give them something to keep them entertained for a bit.
Yeah, so I'll always try to redirect because I have kids that there's like one kid per class that just is a yapper, and just any chance they get to talk, they'll raise their hand. I'll be like, raise your hand if you know why we warm up. Yes, why? I don't know. You just wanted your hand up? Yeah. Okay.
That's when you hit them with that. And you've lost your talking privileges.
No, seriously, my teacher did that today. He was like, oh, you actually reached your limit for all your comments today. Because she would do comments all the time. And she's like, okay.
Okay, kids, just remember you only get to talk 3 times today.
I know. She had reached her
3
limit.
words is all you get.
But yeah, they're
You know what's
so
funny, though?
cute, and I see the drastic difference of kids that are either like, can I go to the bathroom? Solely because they want to run the bathroom lap. Because if you use the bathroom during PE, you have to take a lap after you're done. Because it cuts into PE time. Because PE is only like 45 minutes.
Gotta get your physical fitness somehow.
So
That
I
bathroom
have
take
kids
like
that
10.
come up to me and are like, can I use the restroom? And I'll be like, yeah, but you gotta do your bathroom lap. Most of the time they'll be like, never mind. I don't actually have to go. But I do have this one kid, these couple of kids, every time they're like, can I use the bathroom? And I'm like, do you just want to run? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, it's 80 degrees out here and I can't have you running because that's not on the agenda. And they're like, oh, dang it. I'm like, but we are doing an activity today. So just wait and listen.
Yeah.
So that's usually what I'll do.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking too, because like you're dealing with children and stuff like that, and you're able to go. You're gonna learn how to be like that teacher and kind of just like, oh, you know, put people kind of like put their kids kind of in their place.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to go ahead and literally put like childlike adults in their place just by dealing with kids and knowing how to just go ahead and kind of just like.
Yeah, because adults
are just.
I swear I have some kids that are more mature than adults.
Yeah.
Childish adults are just adults with no common sense.
No, seriously.
And most kids don't have common sense yet. So
yeah,
you're just,
exactly.
You get so used to dealing with kids who don't know shit about the world that when you find an adult that doesn't know, you're just like, oh, you're just
like,
a
so you're just
a big kid. You're just a big old baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually
You're
talking to my
grounded.
PE teacher today about like, you're grounded about like, oh wow, I'm glad like, that was a weird accent. I'm glad like none of them are really pushing back. Because like I'll be like, oh no, I saw you drop the ball, you're out. And they'll be like, okay. Like they just listen.
Because
I have had the select few that are like, you know, like that one boy that was crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry, bud. Those are the rules, you know, like, but we have to carry on so that the rest of everyone can, because that's not fair if we have to hold it up for everyone else. Or like there'll be a time where it's like, no, like I did put my knee down on time. I did. And I'll be like, nah, dude, I saw it. And they're like,
Yeah.
they stomp their foot and then they go start at the beginning. And I'm like, gotta start at the beginning.
Let's go review the footage real quick.
And then like by
Just
the
take your phone out.
next time I say green light, they're already over it. They're like, yay!
5-second attention span.
That's why I'm like, don't really care if they're like, I'm so angry at you right now, because all I have to do is be like, all right, next round of the game. They'll be like, okay.
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
not
I'm just
that
gonna
deep.
win this one to get back at
Yeah,
her.
it truly is not that deep. It truly is not. But I do definitely, I am again in a more,
Sensitive.
I will say, sensitive county where again, I said there's usually a lot of conservative white people, so I do have a lot of kids that come in and are like, my mommy said I can't do PE today because I have flat feet. And I'm like, well, does your mom know that we're doing hot potato? Because it's not really physical.
Yeah.
Or like we'll have, kids that, we actually had one kid today come in and was like, hey, oh no, the teacher came in. The teacher came up to talk to us and was like, hey, just letting you know, I told her I'd pass it on, but her mother came over and said that she doesn't want her doing PE because it's too hot and she doesn't want her to overheat. And we look over at her and she's sitting perfectly on the blacktop wearing a jacket and she's completely fine. And it's like 9 a.m., like 70 degrees. She's fine. And like literally my PE teacher leans over to the teacher and goes, can you tell that parent I said boo?
Damn.
And I was like, I like him. I'm glad that I'm his aide.
Very
So
Sounds
yeah,
like
I definitely have to. There's like
pretty
every
middle school.
class that I need to sit kids aside and tell them like, hey, do you have a book or homework you can do? Because that's the only thing you can do if you can't do PE. Because again, we'd rather err on the side of caution. So if they even are like, even if we don't really have a note and they're like, I slept wrong, my elbow hurts, then we're like, okay, do you have a book? Because I know you'd much rather be playing red light, green light than reading that book. But if
Yeah.
you feel like you can't do it, then we'll have to sit you on the side, or maybe you could be a ref or something.
Just gaslight them.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to have
I know.
fun?
Are you sure
fucking
you're
lost,
hurt? I
loser?
know. Wow, you got hurt? Wow.
All the kids are gonna call you a loser now because you don't want to play games.
Which I feel like was the worst thing on earth when you were a kid. You got hurt and you couldn't play any of the games.
I know, you had to sit out. You had
And
to
you
be
had
the
to-
lonely ass kid sitting out by
Yeah,
yourself.
you had to sit out and do homework. I thought that was literally the worst thing that could happen in the world. These kids, their parents have it instilled into them that that's a good thing.
I feel like it's also because they relate work with the schoolwork with the computer so much now.
That's
Jacob
true.
says he'll just read his manga. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but their books are like Judy Bloom.
Back
I
in our
actually
day,
saw a
we
kid with a
couldn't get out of PE.
Judy Bloom. I
Really?
saw a kid faking an injury today. He walked up with crutches and like a store-bought ace wrap crudely tied around his knee. And he was like, I can't do PE today. And we're like, okay, bud, go grab a book. And as my PE teacher is explaining the rules for the rest of the day, I look over to see what that little boy is doing, just trying to make sure he's all good. He drops his pencil and he fully stands up and like walks over and picks it up, no crutches. And then he like hops back to his bench. And I hear one of the kids in the background go, he doesn't need crutches. And I was like, shh, he thinks we think he does. He wanted to sit out.
That's so funny.
So it's funny. A kid showed up in crutches and like a those like brown cream colored ace wraps. Like,
Kids are
tied.
so fascinating.
It wasn't even like hooked on. He still had the metal part to hook it, but his was tied. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's been great. That's my long-winded answer for it's been really great working with all the kids.
That's
but I
good.
do still have my other job, which I actually have tomorrow. So,
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, like Jacob says, kids are funny. One thing too that I want to go ahead and note over in chat says Jacob says that he was talking to Marco every day in Japan. It was so cool. I want to go ahead and take note that like I think it's so cool that you all are just like having these conversations on the side and stuff, because it's just a reminder, at least for me, it's like this is an amazing community that really just was
You guys are
created.
homies. We
It was
love
just
that.
created because of just Attack on Titan. And I know that we're not the only outlet where Attack on Titan creates all these amazing kind of communities, but it's cool that we kind of are that outlet. And I just love it. I love it when you guys are just maybe having your own group chats and stuff or whatever. I think even last week, was it Kyron said, send it in the Levi squad. I was like, I think
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like
a
I
sick
love
group
it.
chat name.
And I just think it's cool. And also, Jacob says if he was a teacher, he would have the kids watch One Piece every day. There's not enough school days in the year to be able to watch all the One Piece. That's what's funny.
Graduate not knowing.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna know.
How it is.
They're not gonna know any of the curriculum.
Yeah, and I'm
At
going
all.
to.
I mean, unless you've got them for all day. If it's just
Unless
like
you're trying-
a one teacher class.
yeah. If you're trying to go ahead and let's just say, yeah, if it was just like a one period and you're trying to get 2 episodes in, I still don't think that's enough.
Well, if we're talking about like elementary school, and they have one teacher for the year, maybe.
Yeah, if it's elementary, then yeah, you can definitely pull it
They're
off.
too young to watch One Piece.
Yeah, they're like-
Yeah, they won't get it.
The
They won't
parents are
sit
like,
down and
So
watch.
what'd you learn today in school?
I'm gonna be the pirate
They
king.
just literally like,
Yeah, I am going to be the pirate king.
yeah.
Monkey D. Luffy is the greatest person of all time.
Well, the thing is, kids go home and tell their parents like crazy things that we totally didn't do.
we
like,
hunted
well,
a dragon on the playground today.
Like we'll do like maybe a 500 foot, maybe 400 feet warm up lap, right? And they'll go home and be like, we ran like 2 miles today in the heat.
Yeah.
He's like, kid, I only had you run around the softball field. Are you kidding me?
Didn't even
No.
reach half a mile, bro.
I know. And you know, we'll have kids like, it's funny. I'm assuming that's why the parents are like, what?
Yeah.
You're sitting out. In reality, they just did a quick lap around the softball field and just played hot potato.
That's so funny. Kids have the most active imaginations.
Love it. All right, Zach, your turn.
I know.
How's
your
everything
turn.
going?
Wow. So
Everything good?
excited. It has been good. I've just been working a bunch, honestly. We had my work did a baseball game yesterday for Labor Day, a softball game against another location, and man, we fucking stomped them, bro.
Nice.
End of the first inning, 7-0. Game ended at like the 4th inning, 5th inning. We didn't even finish the
Oh,
game.
mercy rule?
We didn't even do that. They just gave up. It was 19-10. They just gave up.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were like, our knees hurt. No, most of them were like in their 30s and 40s, and some of them were just like
they were
people
like,
who
"It's
obviously
not-"
haven't taken care. No, you're fine. You're like 21.
Yeah, they're like, it's not worth me not being
They're-
able to use the
they have
toilet
the bodies
tomorrow.
of people who haven't taken care of their bodies since like middle school,
Yeah.
and they're just like, nah, we don't.
Isn't that crazy to see though? Like I have clients in like their late 30s and 40s that are in better shape than people who I know now in like their 20s. Mm-hmm. Like I have clients that are literally like retired and are in better shape than me. I'm like, how are you hiking every day with a weighted backpack and you're fine with it? That's crazy.
Because I do it every day.
Yeah, and they're like,
That's what they
it's-
say. I do it every day.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, I do it every day. It's great for you. Oh my gosh, they talk about how great it is, and I'm like, you're just retired with money,
I'm
okay?
like-
I
Yeah.
don't understand.
I'm like thinking to
I would
myself,
love-
like, I'm exhausted just even thinking about it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I'm tired just from the work
That sounds
day
kinda
at
fun to
PE.
me. That sounds like I take
I
my
think
camping
maybe
setup
eventually.
with me.
Like, eventually I'll get to that point. Like, never gets to that point.
Yeah, like it sounds really accomplishing to do that early in the morning and just like get that done. Like having a workout done early in the morning makes you feel so good the rest of the day,
Yeah.
but getting up feels horrible. Getting up and
Yeah.
getting there.
It's the first step that's always the hardest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then that's just been work, man. But I've been good. I mean, I got a new desk for my room. That's nice. So I can finally. I've had this this wheel set up for the PlayStation to play the racing games for like months now that my buddy gave to me, and I've had nowhere to put it because I couldn't set it up anywhere. I didn't have a desk for it. So now that I have a desk, I can set that up and I can start with my pedals and my gear shit.
Oh,
my wheel,
good.
like, full racing sim.
How legit is it, though? Is it like,
Pretty fucking legit.
Okay.
It's because I know for like F1, they practice with the whole rigs and stuff, but it's still the same equipment for like the wheel and the pedals and stuff. It's just I don't have the full chair for it, but I mean it works well. F1 and what's it, Gran Turismo is like the most accurate racing simulator we have.
Yeah.
And then I also got World Rally Championship, so I can just do some rally racing in the dirt. And the physics are pretty good on it too, or in terms of like the traction. But yeah, I'm just cleaning my room bit by bit.
Are you gonna end up turning into one of those people that have those giant truck simulators and just like drive around like truck drivers all day?
Honestly, if I was rich and loaded and like had $1 million, I would totally want to get like
Yeah.
a full
Yeah, with like
simulation rig.
the screen surrounding you, so like you can actually look in your mirrors and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be
Like I've seen
having
people with
the
those full on
monitors.
things, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that's they had that at Anime Expo one year where they had 8 different rigs set up but it was just one screen. But they had the rigs where it moves the seat while you're turning the car.
That's crazy.
And they were letting you
That's
race
crazy.
each other. And whoever won the race got to go. I got like 3 races in a row. I was like, fuck everybody.
Damn.
I was like, I want to race again.
Like, I'm here to make my money worth.
Yeah, I got my 3rd win. And my buddies were kind of like walking around the area looking at the little booths they had. And the guy was like, if I give you a bunch of fucking stickers and wristbands, will you leave? And I was like, fuck yeah. Give me the
Like,
free merch,
free
bro.
stuff, yeah. And he's
I
like,
want-
dude, you're holding up the line.
Literally, he was like, you've had your 3rd race now, so are you done? I was like, I kind of like winning.
Yeah.
Zach's like, who's next?
I know.
Pretty much. I was,
face me.
I straight up remember on the second one, I was sitting in the seat and I won, and I just put my hand up because there's no fucking ceiling to it. I just went, and I saw my buddies just go, a fucking course. But it's okay.
You're like, yeah, you want to go.
No, I'd love one of those little
Your
senior
friends are
rigs.
like, dude, hurry up. We're trying to see the rest of the expo.
I told them they could go on without me. They'll be fine.
I'll meet up with
I
you
got- I
guys.
got
I'm just
some
going to beat
races
these
to win.
12-year-olds real quick, and
I'm
I'll
trying
be
to
good.
be like, what's the name of the guy from the Need for Speed movie or the Gran Turismo movie that they released? With the Gran Turismo gamer racer who got turned into an actual F1 racer. That's me now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my goal.
Yeah.
I'll be racing Alexander
Yeah, he was
Hamilton
a
in about
gamer.
2 years from now. Thank you guys.
How old were the people that you were beating?
Varying ages.
Like 9.
No,
Like,
because honestly, you had to be at least 18 because it's a big seat and you can't use the pedals for the
I
younger
see,
one.
I see.
So it was mainly just like teens and up.
okay, yeah.
Fuck those teens. I
Like
smoked
18,
their asses.
19,
I think I was
20.
19 at the time.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was on the
Then
younger
yeah,
side.
you're good.
That was like 2019, 2018.
You know, Zach's just a prodigy, you know, just.
Yeah, in the making.
I'm just a racing legend
yeah.
that never got
You guys
realized.
are so lucky he didn't pursue racing.
I will gladly play Gran
BMX
Turismo
biking.
7. F1's really fun too. I want to get Gran Turismo 7. I have the previous Gran Turismo, but I need to get 7 still.
Jacob.
You're on to
If
something,
Jacob
brother.
is rich. He would make a movie theater to watch anime for him and his friends, but mostly for him.
He just wants to be you,
But
bro.
the theater
Eddie
can only
agrees.
play anime.
And also Jacob says 4 episodes left of Death Note. Light is still a badass, and Nier is kind of cool.
Oh, well, watch those next 4 episodes. They're fun.
I know
Yeah.
you inspired
That's all
me,
I'm
Jacob.
gonna
I started
say.
rewatching it. So
Oh, did
have
you?
fun. Yeah,
You started watching it?
started rewatching it. Right now I'm at what just happened. The scandal with the corporation. I forgot his name. Where homie falls out of the
Yeah,
off the
yeah,
balcony.
yeah.
That just happened. It starts with an M.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's
He's the one
who's,
that
like, really
always is
quirky,
like he's like
Starts with an
always
M.
messing around. It's
Matsuda?
yes, thank you. Yes,
I've only seen it 7 times.
Yeah, that's good.
Matsuda.
this is actually my second time watching it.
Oh, okay.
So
I actually think I've only seen it like 5 times, 4
yeah,
times.
I remember. I forgot how much I liked Ren's design. I think I also prefer it to Ryuk. I
I
don't know.
love her design. That's why I get so many compliments on my bag. I mean, obviously it has to be the day that I switched out my bags where I don't have it, where I would show it to you guys. But yeah, I always had a Rem and I said Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy bag. I always had a Rem and Misa bag with like their lettering in pink
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I'm watching it in dub this time too.
Okay.
So now I'm understanding all the reps because I've been seeing all like the edits and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you're
people
like,
using the audio.
I know
clips,
that.
and I'm like, I've never
Damn
known.
it. He
like
got me.
I kind of was like, okay, so this might be Death Note. Hearing it, and now that I've heard Misa's voice, I'm like, oh my god, all of these were just Death Note edits, and I
are.
didn't fucking realize
They're
it.
like all Death Note references. But Ryuk's voice is still really good.
oh yeah,
in-
the voice
in
acting for
sub
Ryuk
and
is
dub.
the best voice in my opinion.
Yeah, it was really good.
I like Light's voice too.
Yeah, it seems very much like to his age. It's not too
Yeah.
mature, which I like
I
about
think I
it.
prefer L's sub to dub voice.
Me too. I agree.
I still can't get over
It's
the
a
fucking.
lot more satisfying in the sub than it is in dub.
I still
but
can't get
it's
over
still
the
good.
way he touches his toes.
I know. I do that at night. My cricket feet. You should have seen, like, Luca's so used to it now.
guys.
He's like, babe, it's time for bed. I'm like, what? I am going to bed. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm still
I'm
going to
rubbing
bed.
my toesies
He's like, you
together.
are doing cricket feet. Go to bed.
Here comes the toe cam.
I'm like, I'm asleep. Haha,
There's the
mine
toe.
censored. No free toes for you.
Haha, I got socks on him.
I'm trying to get Luca to watch Death Note again because he was watching it with Marco. They were doing good. And then Luca moved out and met me. So I haven't been able to watch it.
You're like, sit down. Have him download it on his plane.
That's what I told him to do, but he didn't have time to download it before. He like literally it was like when I was taken to the airport, he was like, crap, I should have downloaded something. What do I download when I still can? I was like, Death Note, right now, download it.
ASAP. Get it
Like,
done.
you're gonna watch
I'll
it.
pull over and you get some McDonald's Wi-Fi to download it real quick.
Yeah, I was like, babe, this show is like 20% of my personality. You have to watch it. So I'm still getting on him for that. Honestly, I'd do what Light does. Well, hopefully not exactly, but
He said, just fucking start killing people. I'm just gonna start killing everybody.
Like, yeah, you know what? Whoever gets in my way.
I'm Batman.
I mean, he does side with Eren Yeager, so
That's
I'm not
true.
surprised he doesn't side with
Is a flock stan.
Light.
Get rid of the evil.
Yeah, but when do you become evil? Are you not evil because you're killing evil? Like, if killing is evil, then doesn't that make you evil? Or is it automatically not make it evil because
Void
you're the
is a
evil killing the
sin.
evil?
You definitely should, Eddie. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh my God, Eddie. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, please do. It's so
Highly
good. And it's
recommend.
only like 32 episodes.
Yeah, it's really
And
not that
that's
long
it.
of a watch.
No, I'm God.
There's the Aaron coming out.
All right. There it is. I was hoping that he was just trying to say good, but no, he said God.
Nope. It's great.
Yeah, even Bad
Yeah.
says it's great. It is.
I'm just sad that my hero manga's over.
Misa Bad, Light missing out. I forgot who I was talking to. I was talking to one of my friends, and we were like, there is no way Light didn't hit. There's no way he did it. And he
had
was
priorities,
conniving the
man.
whole
He had
time.
priorities.
You see that little like pink nightgown that she wore to bed? There's no way he didn't hit. Yeah, I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like,
didn't
yeah,
he-
you know, he was very manipulative the whole time too. He
Trying to
was
think.
thinking about Elle the whole time.
Me thinking about him hitting or not. Well, he has a girlfriend. So I'm trying to think. When he had his for those of you who haven't seen it, Eddie. Cover your ears.
Eddie.
When he technically wiped his own memory, I'm not going to say how, but when he wiped his own memory, didn't he still have a girlfriend? At school? What's her name?
Oh,
The dark-haired girl?
yes, but no.
Was that also like a,
It was kind of like a
for appearances
like
thing?
a front.
Yeah, okay.
I would
So
say
maybe
it
he
was
did hit it.
kinda-
There's no way he didn't
I honestly
hit that.
don't think Light has ever actually put anything emotional into any of his relationships.
Yeah. I
Except
was
for his
gonna say.
relationship with a Death Note.
Yeah, except
Yeah.
for the Death Note.
Maybe his dad.
I wonder how I would be if I had the notebook. You would think you would know, but really wouldn't until you actually had one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just think
I
about
would
the
have no
responsibility
idea.
of that too. I mean, just like
Because you would think, yes, these are my top people I would kill, but also the fact that if I do this, I am the sole reason this person's dead.
and also you can be
It's
real
crazy.
messy
Blame
with
it on the
it.
Shinigami.
You can
I
go
know, it's
ahead
true.
and like you can really create a trail that leads directly to you.
yeah,
You
you
know?
could also get caught and like go to jail forever.
Yeah. So I mean, again, it's a slippery slope. It's like, do you go ahead and try to be anonymous with it and try to be as smart as Light? And even then, like, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, at some point you're gonna fuck up. At some point you're gonna screw up. You know. Mm-hmm. The heads of the world.
Yeah, because I would honestly, my first thought would be like, kill every rapist, kill like.
But you
Every
also have to know their
slimy-
names. You have to know.
I know that's the problem.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, okay, well, her last search history
You realize
was
there's a
top 10
lot-
most wanted, and they all died.
Private
Yeah.
browser.
Huh?
Private browser.
That's true. But sir, I went incognito. That's not how it works. We still have the data.
I'm your FBI agent. I saw you look it up.
You know,
No, you didn't.
I saw you look up top 10 most wanted, and
You're like,
literally
FBI
take
agent.
notes.
What's your name and what do you look like?
I know. What's your name?
Hey,
and can
send
I
me a
see your
face cam
face?
shot real quick.
Can I see your ID for a second? Just for something
Yeah.
real quick.
The
No,
idea-
there's no way in a million years I would ever be as smart as Light. The stuff that he does is literally incredible.
messy with it.
It is. He is.
I also wouldn't
so
even really
brilliant.
use it.
Yeah, I think I'd be too scared to actually use it.
Yeah.
I would be way too
That's
scared.
like, oh
I would maybe
I got
put
a
a
couple-
little.
I got a couple plans in mind.
I have a couple names in mind.
Can't say I
but
haven't thought about it once or twice.
There's a couple politicians that are coming to mind. But yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would actually do it because having someone's life in my hands is crazy.
well. What would be like the most comedic way that you guys would go ahead and like kill someone?
Comedic?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
if it
well,
was like a public, like comedic, like death or whatever.
Yeah, if I'm killing a politician, it's got to be in like a. It can't be in like a sudden death because then they become a martyr. It has to. It genuinely has to be like a written out. They have to write a letter or something. Like how Light made
do
like
some shit
like
like
how
that's on
Light
the boys.
Like, what'd you say?
Some shit that's on the boys.
Yeah.
I'll find some shit from the boys that
That
inspires
goes
me.
banana
Final dude, they're so.
He's walking up the stairs. No, that's
Slips and cracks
dude.
his skull
Did you
open.
try to kill Joe Biden when he was walking onto that freaking private jet? Is that what happened?
Banana peel would be
Sleepy
hilarious.
Joe.
Oh
Slips
my
on
God.
a penny on the steps to his private jet.
I know.
Oh man.
No, it would
Banana
have
peel's
to be in
hilarious.
some crazy way.
That's so funny.
Banana peel.
If you see people start dying in Final Destination-esque fashions, then I have the death note.
Be suspicious.
No, I'm don't even just it's me. If people
me.
start dying like Final Destination, like
know
rapid
it's Zach.
succession, it's me. It's me.
Like,
The
can you
next
imagine?
politician you see slip on a banana peel, be careful.
It's me.
But what if like even then this would be so messy, but like you know the typical kind of like piano drop or like the anvil or whatever,
an
something like
anvil
that.
just boom.
Killed by high-speed turtle shell. They can feel like a Mario character.
But just thinking about how messy an anvil would be.
I know.
Oh my God. That'd
and
be so
then you'd be
brutal.
scarring a bunch of people, and they'd be like, "Wow, poor person."
Yeah.
And they'd be siding with the person.
Yeah.
Now, if someone just like died by like pooping themselves, then it's like then that sucks.
Public
Death
defecation.
by over shit.
Yeah. He
Like
actually
public
shat out his
defecation,
guts.
and then all of a sudden he gets so
ugh.
embarrassed, decides to go and run away, and gets like hit by a bus.
I know. It's like there's layers to it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because we
As
could
his
see how
intestines are
much
sticking out
Light
of
was
his
able to
butt.
do when he was doing his experiments with the with the jail, the people in prison. Anyways,
You ever see
Eddie
those
hasn't seen it.
videos of like poor unlucky people walking just whatever on about over in the sidewalk or whatever? Next thing you know, something comes from let's say like one of those giant tires or something.
I've seen that exact video you're describing.
And just like
Guy
something
just gets wailed on by a tire, and he just flops onto the floor.
yeah, stuff like that.
It's
or
like
whatever the
plankton
case is.
after you get stepped on.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
AJ, you need to understand my Instagram Explore page actually has like death on it.
Yeah,
So
I don't fuck with all that stuff.
I have like actual death popping up on it for some reason.
That's Twitter for me. Or my bad, X formerly known as Twitter.
Yep.
Ew.
X is disgusting now.
Dad goes out there and also he watches his. I think he has. I don't know if it's Instagram. I don't know what it is, but he has
Some
a
kind
thing
of
where
reel.
it's your daily death or something like that.
Oh,
and
God.
it's just a video of just like whatever it is.
Yeah.
and some of them
It's
are
always like
obviously
some
worse than the others.
industrial worker who gets caught in the machine or something.
There's
Or like someone that got accidentally ran over by a train or a car.
There's
and
one
I'm like,
that I
great,
saw.
good to know. I thought that's how you died, but good to know. You could
Yeah.
still die that way.
I saw one where this was years ago, but I think I talked about it too because it happened again. I think last year from some lady. But the one that I saw was like really devastating. But it was like when you just like are so unaware, you just walk into like a propeller.
Oh, yeah.
A propeller for what?
A plane.
A plane. Yeah, I saw a video that was this
They
dude.
like dodged the top
it's
one.
like off in a distance.
But they hit the
You see a guy walking.
one that goes this way.
And then one of those propellers over in the front, next thing you know, just kind of like catches it, and then they
And
just
you
go,
just-
and then just like fall. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Poor guy.
That person
Speaking
got
of-
death noted.
No, he really did.
You guys just reminded me.
That was like-
I almost killed someone yesterday.
Why are you smiling?
It's like I almost made it happen in a death note.
I know.
No,
It was so close. I'm still working on my
Yeah.
death note.
It's just a funny segue. But no, when I was playing softball, I threw one of the balls towards home plate and I threw it really fucking hard, and I didn't realize I put too much ump on it, and I saw because we were kind of playing lackadaisically, like we weren't in the dugouts, like we were just kind of like chilling out because we were soft touching. So people were kind of like behind, didn't really care, and I chucked that shit hard to get to home plate, and I see the guy at home plate go look back, and there's just people behind him, and all I hear is him yelling at them, and I literally just went.
Oh.
And I look up, I open my eyes, and everyone's safe. And I was like, oh.
No, you almost like took out someone's head.
Apparently, it went like right over someone's head.
Oh,
They
God.
were like kind of like resting by the fence,
Oh, okay.
and it
You may
went.
continue.
As they were leaning on the fence, it literally went, hit the fence and bounced behind them.
Wow.
Oh my God, bro!
Well, he almost got death noted.
There's a
I almost got fired.
there's a gnarly
Yeah,
ass.
that's the worst of your troubles. But
Oh, yeah.
There's a gnarly ass video. I think it's still on YouTube, but of course, you know, it's like you have to verify your age. but it's one of those old videos of like a NASCAR thing, and the car absolutely flies over a railing and like
Takes
just
out a bunch of people.
crashes into like an actual like full like stand of people.
They're in the Gran Turismo movie that I was talking about.
You can I
There's a-
think you can
there's a scene like
see
that.
like decapitations and stuff. You can see like it's
Oh God.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's super grainy though. Like you'd have to really go ahead and zoom in and stuff, and all that. But it's just
Is
an
there
absolute horrific thing.
I hope
I don't think there is.
Because I feel like most of the stuff I see, sound isn't in it, which I'm glad there isn't.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think
If
there
I
is
would be
sound.
able to hear
People
screams of death,
purposely
that
remove sound.
Because
Sometimes
even like
that's just too
online,
much.
like even like JFK's assassination is out there and stuff.
yeah,
you
no
know,
sound.
and all that.
Or they even have like crime scene photos and autopsy photos and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like just out there online. I was
Yeah.
on Twitter one day.
I've seen.
That's
the,
right. I'm
the
gonna keep
JFK stuff.
dead naming X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I refuse to call it X. I was on Twitter the other day, and it was just like, oh yeah, here's Gypsy Rose Blanchard's mom's crime photos or crime scene photos, and I was like,
That's disgusting.
God damn it,
What?
Lexi, how dare you be curious? I looked at him.
Who is it?
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose
She
Blanchard's
murdered her
mom.
mom, right?
Well,
She got.
she like schemed
She
with
got a
her
boyfriend.
How did
How did
it
it
happen
happen
again?
stabbing in her sleep.
Oh, so
then they ran.
how were the photos?
She's naked, and there's just like a bunch of stab wounds,
Wow.
and even like the back of her neck is like carved. Like kind of like a slit, and in one of the crime scenes, you could see one of the investigators' glove, like holding the thing open, like the scar open, like peeling the skin open. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But yeah.
Eddie has something really important to say.
Yeah.
It says, Zach, you're lucky. Unfortunately, I was in a car
Triple
crash on Saturday. Thankfully, no casualties, but it's a serious thing. I'm fine, but it could be a traumatic experience being at death's door. Eddie, first off, I
Oh
want
my
to say
gosh,
that
yeah.
obviously all of us here are very glad that you are okay, you're safe, and we're
Yeah.
glad that there are no
Sorry if we
casualties.
triggered
It sounds
anything.
like it's a very serious thing, and just in general, life is very precious. Life is something that can be cut very
Yeah, people like
quickly.
to play with their life a lot, but I'm glad you're good, and thanks for being vulnerable with us.
and
We're glad you're okay, bro.
yeah, obviously, glad
Yeah,
you're
I
okay.
have friends that have gotten into bad car accidents that have been close to, being very bad,
Yeah.
and like are nervous to even get into a car.
Yeah.
That like maybe we suddenly change lanes. Or one of my close friends, Zach, not this Zach, gay Zach, one of my close friends, actually he doesn't do any go-karting anymore. Because there was a time that he was go-karting when he was younger, and the go-kart hit someone, like spun out sideways, and it hit that person's go-kart, and he flew over the person, barely missing their head. Like the person ducked down so they didn't get decapitated, and my friend Zach landed upside down, and the only reason why he didn't get absolutely like paralyzed is because the seat of
It goes
the
above your
go-kart like stopped like above his head. So the go-kart seat actually stopped him. So
Yeah.
from that day on, he has never ridden a go-kart again.
Yeah.
Even when we had a free go-kart day that the whole team took us to, or like the coach took us to, the whole team was all paid for. The entire team went. I didn't do it because I'm concussion prone, and Zach didn't do it because he was like, nope, I'm going to kill someone. Like I can never do that again. That was so traumatic.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill someone or myself. Like that's, yeah. And it's one of those go-karts that you have to wear helmets with, like those
K1
actual,
Speed?
yeah, like K1 Speed. So to that day, he still cannot drive a go-kart.
Yeah.
So do not worry, Eddie. It's totally real what you're going. Yeah, with a go-kart, for real. It's totally real what you're going through. Sorry for triggering you
Yeah.
with all of these death stories, but I'm glad that you're okay, man.
Yeah,
And
we're very glad you're safe and alive.
I'm glad that everyone else is pretty good.
To Eddie's point too, and Eddie's message here too, is just like how serious and how traumatic these can be, and also how quick and sudden they can be. It's like just be safe, be careful. You don't know what can happen, and also too, it's like just be mindful of other people out there who are taking life very reckless. Like I myself have, lost someone. I lost a friend in high school, and all he was doing was just. His older sister was driving, and him and his sister were just going over to the local Little Caesars to get pizza to watch a basketball game. Turns out there was an adrenaline junkie who drove on the wrong side of the street with the lights off and ended up colliding head first over with my buddy's car. Long story short, my buddy was gone, and just be safe out there. and it can be very
Yeah.
traumatic. And even just thinking about
Things
it too, like
happen
at the
quick
time,
sometimes, man.
At the
It's
time, you know,
scary.
as
you
it-
can't
as-
predict it. You can't ever predict it.
as a high schooler, I was very numb to it, didn't really register, and also the fact that, you know, somebody can just be gone like that. And now as I'm older, it really does affect me now, because whenever I think about it, it's just thinking about like the life that I've gone on to live and the life that my friend wasn't able to live, you know, and it sucks. But I also believe that karma is a thing too, because what's crazy is that the guy who murdered my friend showed no remorse whatsoever, didn't really serve much time because of somehow a family association with the legal system. And then what ended up happening was he decided to go ahead and jaywalk, decided to go ahead and have music playing loud, got hit by a car, and he got sent to the same hospital where my buddy was soon to be pronounced dead, and he ended up dying. And the day he ended up dying was actually my graduation day for high school. And while we were throwing our caps up in the air, I guess was when the time where his family had to go ahead and pull him off of life support.
How poetic. Poetic
So karma is a real thing. And for people who don't take life precious like that, and who think things are a joke, and who just try to go ahead and be very adventurous in a very reckless way and show no sympathy, they got stuff coming to them. And it's okay if you go out there and just kind of take life as an adventure, but be safe about it, you know?
Yeah,
And it's
just
kind of like
remember
even
that
what Eddie was saying.
Life is very short and it's very
Just be
fragile.
safe about it.
Take that how you want.
Yeah. And again, you know, this is something where it's like, you know, yeah, just life is very delicate, and you know, we
Cherish it.
yeah.
Don't.
Sorry for the whole kind of like, you know, just
Mood
being
change.
real in that moment, but again, you know, Eddie, just really glad that you're okay, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Just a little reminder.
Yeah, we're just glad that you're safe,
Yeah.
man.
Dang, man. Did
Exactly.
someone have the death note? That sounds so like such poetic justice.
Yeah, it's
To
crazy.
happen.
Literally talk about the death note. Literally, like
I know.
somebody literally decided
like
to go
the
ahead and
most
write this
perfect death note
person's death
situation.
and stuff, you know, and it's crazy.
Are
Actually,
you sure that death note in your room isn't real? I see the exact writing.
know.
It's the dude's name.
I know.
The moment we throw our
Yeah.
caps in the air.
So the last time
Speaking
I
of
saw,
death note.
I know literally, I do have a nice. I mean, it's sad, but like the last time I saw my friend was after a basketball practice, and we were getting ready to go ahead and leave, you know, just to go home after school and stuff. And then I remember when Dad went to go pick me up, and I was walking into his Suburban. My buddy Andre went ahead and yelled out my name. He just went ahead, said bye, and as I looked over to him and he was getting in the car, he just had this big old bright smile on his face, and that was the last time I saw him. I just remember thinking like, man, he just resonates so much life, and you know, I'm in a weird way, I'm
I feel
like,
like that's the ones that life always gets cut too short, or they're always
Yeah.
given the hardest battles of all.
Yeah, he
or
brought
like
so
these
much joy.
nicest,
Yeah,
most
definitely.
joyful, blissful people.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, talk about the death note stuff, like that was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
And then
that's a
it's
death
funny
note moment.
is that I was looking over at like I got curious a couple months ago, and I was looking over at the guy who killed my buddy on his like what do you call them, like the not like a registry thing, but like what do they call them, the like their page where you can go ahead and look at their like whatever their shit. They're
Like their charges.
not their charges. It's pretty much like their site, their grave site, whatever and stuff. and
Oh,
then,
okay, like their obituary.
obituary, yeah. And you know, like people were out there saying, you know, how such a sweet person, you know, this and that, whatever. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny when people were out there just putting such nice things. I'm like, no, this guy wasn't a nice person.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
so
please
yeah,
don't. I don't want to
say
die
is-
because I'm joyful and stuff. No. You won't die because you're joyful. You'll get some, I don't know. Something will happen because you're joyful. No, it's usually just like, it's that quote where it's like, what is it? God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. And then it comes with the
Yeah,
meme.
absolutely.
it comes with that meme of like, I'm tired of being a strong soldier. Please stop. I think I'm strong enough.
I'm sick of being God's strongest warrior.
I've gone through enough character development.
Literally. No, Jacob, just keep living your life, my friend. You know, enjoy it. Just like even Bad says with this beautiful quote, even if it is from a movie like Ferris Bueller.
Oh, that is a good movie.
It's like still like such a really good quote. Whereas like, you know, the quote says life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. So yeah, enjoy life, guys.
I say it like Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
You gotta stop and smell the roses every once in a while.
He just said no, and I don't blame him.
But yeah, much like the quote, enjoy, guys. And also, you know, we've enjoyed, you know, just again the live watch party series. We're gonna go ahead and start that very, very soon.
Yeah, we've been chatting for a minute.
We're gonna go ahead and get set up. And hope you guys also go ahead and get all set up and ready. Dad always quotes that.
It's a good movie. And yes, Baba, I agree. He has a good Ferrari, too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I haven't seen many movies, but I have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I have.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. So, yeah, go ahead and get your popcorn, whatever you need to do. Right now, we're going to go ahead and get set up as well.
Y'all got Nico in frame. Nico's like right front and center by the ring light too. He's like ready for his money shot.
Exactly what he's doing.
Money shot.
He's a happy boy right now. He's getting all
listening to
the rubs. He's ready to fall asleep, isn't that right, buddy?
I know. Look at him. He's having such a hard time staying awake right now.
I'm about to knock him out. You know, Mimi soon.
He's just gonna dunk.
Ready? Watch.
Why you stopped? Why you stop?
Can you keep going?
Don't stop. Why you stop?
Are you gonna give him paw?
Oh. Okay.
He's like, no, I want pets. I want pets. Okay, so I'm fairly caught up.
We're gonna do a quick little recap.
Okay, good. I'm fairly caught up, but I want to know what you guys thought about.
So
the last two, actually.
Right now we're over at Zeros on OAD episode 8. As far as what we watched the last 2 weeks, obviously these last two OADs were a part 1 and a part 2. Very much a detective themed episode for Annie.
Yes, that's what
and kind of interesting too, because obviously these episodes take place moments before Annie decides to go on an absolute rampage.
Yeah.
As we even get towards the end of literally like at the end of the OAD episode 7 ends with like Annie having this like very like motivated stance of like, I will get you, Eren Yeager, or something like that, you know? Mm-hmm. And so it's funny that she's kind of going through such obstacles, such an adventure of like finding a lost girl for Hitch just because she's trying to get out of some sort of
just
whatever,
jobs passed down.
Yeah. And even some of the other MPs are like, or people involved, like not even people involved with MPs, but people are like, why are you even doing this? Like,
yeah,
you know?
like what's going on?
And so it was cool to go ahead and get something different like that. One thing that we did learn, and Zach looked it up and even told us that these are not canon.
Damn.
Which is unfortunate, but
it says there could be canon aspects, but
yeah,
these aren't.
But again, there is like a manga canon and an anime canon, so we don't know.
It's technically it's anime canon.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not manga canon.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
kind of like the other episodes. That we went
yeah.
Exactly.
If we're strictly going off anime, it is anime canon. But if we're looking at the true story through the manga, it is not canon.
Yeah, the origins and no.
And I think we'll go ahead and we'll probably just chalk it up as canon in our eyes if it makes sense to the story. And this does make sense to the story, especially we get kind of like again the motivation for Annie to go ahead and just find her way back home to her dad, and just to get her mission over with and have the really determined goal to go ahead and capture Eren. It's like all stuff where we see in just the season 2. I think it's season 2, where that's pretty much their goal, right? The season 2 essentially is the female Titan season. And then
I think that's season 1.
Is it 1?
Yeah, season 1's Attack.
So again, this is season 1.
Female Titan.
And so You know, in my eyes, it's kind of like, you know what, it makes a lot of sense with the story.
Took place right after season 1, though, right? Like in between season 1 and 2.
Actually, this OAD, when I looked at it
timeline's scattered. Yeah,
Oh,
this
really?
This
This
before
OAD
we know it's her.
this dubbed OAD came out in, if I remember correctly, and maybe we can fact check this, but I'm pretty sure the dubbed came out in 2022.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's what I still might have it because it shows when it aired through sub and when it aired through
Through dub.
their dub. And I'm fairly certain that I saw the date 2022 for the dub. Now I know that dub sometimes can go ahead and take a while to get done, especially if this was during COVID. Let's see, a list of OADs. And yeah, so we have the release dates. So for example, just to go down the list, we have the first one, episode 1, December 9th, 2013. That was the release date. Episode 2, April 9th, 2014. Then we have August 8th, 2014, episode 3. December 9th, 2014, episode 4. April 9th, 2015, episode 5. December 8th, 2017.
Oh.
Episode 6.
Okay.
Episode 7 was released in 2018.
Oh, so your part?
Episode 8, 2018. So this is the final one, 2018. And then so if we are looking over at last
These
week's
were
episode.
A little after. So the first one was in 2014, which is crazy.
Yeah, 2014. And the most
That was
recent
a
one
decade
is
ago.
2018. And
2014 was a decade ago.
English release for episode 7 was June 19th, 2022. So not too long ago, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I felt like, you know, we had a pretty decent timing of watching these.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing the podcast longer than these have been out for some of them.
Oh yeah, much longer. But I mean, it's cool. It would have been a little bit of a bummer, at least for me as a dub fan, to like I said, let's say we started these like much early on in the podcast, and all of a sudden we get to like episode 7 and 8 or episode 6 through 8, and we're like, oh, they're not dubbed yet.
Only sub.
Yeah, and we're like,
Yeah,
oh.
we're like, what? That's so weird, you know?
Okay.
Everything works out for a reason.
Go through them.
Yeah. So it definitely a good time for us to go and watch them.
hey, sub.
We're like, yeah.
I know. I'm like, what? I have to read?
I know. I have to.
I have to pull my shotgun gun out.
I do get it though, because when you're reading the words
Yeah.
and you're trying to hear how they're said and the spacing of what they're said, it is different trying to figure that out while you're reading it.
Yeah.
But having it actually said, like this emphasis on this word, like understanding the meaning.
Yeah.
I do get that is better digestible.
Yeah.
You also don't have to jump back from the animation to the words, to
Yeah,
the
you also need
animation
to-
to the words. No bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
No accidentally missing some words and going back.
Yeah, and being like, oh, dang it.
Yeah.
I wasn't fast enough on that.
I know some of these words.
I can read.
But so what was pretty cool though about considering this canon was that throughout the story of episode 6 and episode 7, especially episode 7, Annie decides to go ahead and essentially kind of clean up any like loose ends, clean up any of the storyline to kind of make it seem like she was never there. So it's kind of like to see her kind of clean up her own mess is almost a way of like, you know, hey, like I want to make sure that like in a weird sense like this doesn't become a main focus, whatever, of like the story. Like it didn't really happen, but it's almost like by her trying to make it seem like it didn't happen makes it real.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like by her hiding it, it's almost like, okay, I believe this actually, like, you know, to
Yeah.
be true.
Some Death Note vibe.
Because
like,
Yeah.
why would you hide it up if it's not important?
I know, seriously.
Exactly. That's attention to
Why
detail like
cover
that.
it?
Like if Annie just was so reckless and had all these potential little like loose ends that can go ahead and kind of like point to her, then I'd be like, okay, it doesn't make sense. You know, like we didn't hear about any of this.
Oh,
Was it empty?
yeah.
Okay.
Like we didn't hear about any of this, you know, and all
Your
that.
tail's crazy.
And it's like one of those things where I'm like, you know, hey, because Annie decided to go ahead and kind of like, you know, be very careful with it, be very, you know, just like attentive, you know, and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's something Annie would do in the story. That's something she would do. She obviously took that assignment very serious. And I think Annie is a character that would, you know, kind of take that role serious. We also see a lot of similar traits from other characters like Hitch. Even Hitch was surprised that Annie would decide to go on with the mission. Was like, I literally thought you were just gonna meet a guy.
She thinks
I know.
Annie's on a date.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
She goes, oh, okay.
I thought you were just hanging out
know.
with Rhina.
Yeah.
Which, by the
exactly.
way, that definitely was not the same voice actor, right?
No.
Who voiced Rhina in the letter?
don't
There's
think it
no
was.
way
I
that
don't
that
think
was.
so. Or maybe
There's
it
a
was.
specific word that he said when they were like reading out the voiceover in the letter, and I was like, that's not Rhina.
Yeah.
It sounded way too happy.
Zebra cakes. Do you want to watch the episode with us?
The producer has different opinions.
Do we want ice cream before we watch?
I'm okay.
Okay. You okay? You're all good?
I'm okay. Thank
I'll get
you.
bubble guts.
You get the bubble guts. Anybody want anything before we go ahead and we start this?
No,
I'm all
I'm
good.
ready, man.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just
fired
kind of
up.
in closing with the fired up. Just kind of in closing with the recap.
Trying not to get noise complaints here.
Yeah, we won't be able to scream fired in this home.
Yeah. But Annie solves the case and she essentially like blackmails the guy and stuff and all that. We also get some cool moments from Annie when she stumbles upon, I guess the people in question. I can't remember their names, but one of the henchmen or whatever, the younger henchman guy gets real
Lou.
reckless with it. And he had the dingy teeth and everything and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I have the little.
Yeah, I was like, he's
the guy with
got
the
a
pistol.
different kind of animation style to him.
Yeah. And then
Like almost like more like newer animation style. But his name is Lou, I'm pretty sure.
Lou. Okay, so that sounds about right.
Like,
But
and there's the old man.
we go ahead and
I
we
don't
get the
remember
ring
his name.
again. We see the ring again, So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, see Cannon and stuff like that. Even take it. She
Yeah.
even wants the ring. But then when she goes out there, she freaking does a little like partial transformation.
I know.
and
She
No,
stuff.
that
shoots
took
an
me-
arm down the street.
That took me so
know.
much by surprise. I was like, girl, what? I
And
was like,
no
I thought
one,
you were
and no one
incognito.
fucking says anything.
I know. I was like, no one's going to talk
locals.
about the Titan arm in Cena. No
Well,
one's
they
talking
obviously
about
didn't
that.
see it because it seemed like throughout the. Well, the thing is,
I mean,
to
how
that
long
point.
does it take for it to really dissolve?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm sure
And
someone
the
walked by
destruction,
and saw it.
and they're like,
Yeah.
what? Like a
Yeah.
carriage couldn't have just exploded with heat.
Yeah. Well, they thought it was like a bomb or something,
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense for there to be just this random freaking like Titan arm that's just like
Yeah, that part
know.
caught
In
me
the street.
so off guard. I was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
you're really just going to transform
No, if
right
they
now?
talked about reports of that in the main series anime, like then I'd be like, okay, this is for sure it can.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, if we get a random little, and there was a Titan arm found in this district on this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and then
But
that's
we never
something
hear
going to
about it.
happen. But honestly, I hate to be a critic, but with that random transformation, I think truly canon Annie in the anime is better than that.
I think so, too.
I think that was lazy writing on their part, low key.
I feel
I thought
like
it was a
they,
cool moment.
when they were writing,
I thought
they
it was
were-
cool, but I was like, that's so not like her. What
I
is
feel like
going
they
on?
were just trying to get
Oh,
some sort of
that's a
a
Titan butt.
nice.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Look at that one. He's posing.
I know,
Hands up on the wall.
Yeah.
shaking that thing.
Y'all are 0-0 looking at their butts too, right?
But
Nico, we can't see
totally
chat.
lost my
Come
train
here.
of thought on that one.
You're talking about Annie being like
Oh yeah,
sort of like
they're probably writing it with the intention of like, oh, let's make something dramatic happen.
yeah.
Let's get them anticipating the next
It's an
episode.
OAD. We have freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I thought it was a cool moment. Even just a little like
was definitely
surprise,
shocking. I was like,
surprise
whoa.
moment too when
See, that's
as
one thing.
Jacob describes, Thug Denji
Yeah.
decided to go ahead and shoot Annie. That was kind of like a oh moment,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pat also asked if you guys have ever done the hand on top of hand thing in front of Nico to see what he does.
Oh, you're supposed to be able to do when you hook them together and you pull. That's supposed to weird dogs out. Oh wait, no, they're talking about the hand over hand thing. So you
Nico.
we're all in this together, like a team thing.
No, AJ.
I'm dodging his kisses right now.
didn't work.
Hey, Nico.
He just made him want kisses.
unfazed.
But you know what he knows? Yay! He did it.
his pod.
We just had to be in front of him.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't reach that far back.
Like Nico.
On it.
He said, I'll lay on it.
Baby, get up here.
Okay, come on. You want to watch with us? Come here, Nico. Come here, baby. Nikito.
Why are you looking at me?
Nico.
Let me do
You're
my
making him
lap.
shy.
Let me do my shark lap.
He's all
Nico,
cute.
come on.
He's gonna build up to it.
Up. Come up.
Oh, come up. He had to build the momentum.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Make sure you cover that collar.
Now we're set
Don't want
up.
anyone to call you.
Yeah, I know. All right, cool. So essentially, I mean, again, episode 6 and 7, Lost Girl, Goodbye Walsina. It was Annie focused.
Mm-hmm.
It was detective themed, and you know,
the
it was
last
nice.
two
little,
episodes are pretty Annie focused.
Yeah, it was cool to go ahead and kind of see something different kind of change of pace. Obviously not as good as episode 4 and 5. Those were like peak, like
Yeah, those
OAD
are
episodes.
definitely
And I
really
can totally
good.
see why everybody was so excited for us to go ahead and watch those episodes. Anybody that's familiar with the OADs, and yeah. So this is the final episode. This is OAD episode 8.
Thank you.
And I think that we saw this was kind of a continuation, or is this a part 3, or maybe it's
I think
something
this is
different.
part 3. So it looks based on the title that it's a third part.
Okay. So very cool. We're gonna go ahead and get
Thank you.
the episode ready.
Right into the news.
I hope that you guys are all ready as well. And
Not
We
part
have-
3. Jacob says it's not a part 3.
okay, so this is one that's on its own.
The thumbnail for this one is Mikasa.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
we will see.
Okay.
Well, what's the title of this one? Because the other two were
This
like
is
Lost Girl, Goodbye,
Girls. I'll tell you right now.
Goodbye Walsina.
yeah.
was just
I could have
on
sworn it was another Lost Girl thing.
Yeah, this is another Lost Girl, but this is the.
But it's a different one.
Maybe it's a conjoining of two different paths. Maybe it's
I'll tell you right now.
the Scouts and then Mikasa. Or not Scouts and then Annie.
This could be what the scouts are doing.
Lost
prior
Girls,
To.
Lost in the Cruel World.
Okay, so this is Lost in the Cruel World. Well, the other one was Goodbye Walsina.
Yes,
Yeah.
this one is
So-
Lost Girls, Walsina, Goodbye Part 2, and then Walsina, Goodbye Part 1.
Okay.
So this one is different.
All
But
right.
it's still Lost Girls.
same overarching story, different.
Jacob
But
says
Lost Girls.
this episode
Unless it was
is
like
pretty
a-
cool.
Unless it was kind of like almost like a spin-off manga called Lost Girls, and they were like, yeah, sure, let's just make some OAD episodes based off of this spin-off manga. I think that's what it is. I think Lost Girls was its own little spin-off manga.
Okay.
Like its own little Annie side story.
Yeah, but not just Annie.
Which
I'm
is
pretty
cool.
sure that there's Mikasa. Like, I think Lost Girls were about all the girls.
Oh, okay.
I think. I've heard about that somewhere. I know that Mikasa is definitely involved in it, but it's
All
probably
right.
just about this episode, maybe.
So yeah, maybe
we'll find out.
we'll get that story in this episode.
But again,
Either way-
we're all going in blind.
Jacob says this is a cool episode. I can't really read that, but
Not Levi hype level though.
oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah,
let's
that one
enjoy
was
this.
really cool, man.
And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. This is the
Come on,
final
Nico.
OAD episode. You guys know the drill. Once I go ahead and get to a countdown, hit 1, we'll go ahead and we'll start it together. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are ready because we are, and we are starting this in 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're getting some little guillotine action, and that's how he got squished and
Booty, booty, booty. That one's still
booty
posing.
focus right there. All right. You watch it, Nico? Aaron looks very much like
This looks like really good animation, too.
this is like pre-season 4. He's like,
Will our legs go back to normal?
Isn't this when Levi's listening in on them?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Some things will be the same. But some things have changed forever. And we'll make them pay for that.
Huh?
Oh.
Once that's been done, what will Aaron do?
Uh-oh.
Again? If he does, just how far will he go? There's no,
Okay.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
there's no stopping him either. The moment I had that thought, a certain scene flashed before my eyes.
What scene would that be?
Seen many times.
Wow, this art style does look really cool.
Opening. I was going to say, this animation looks so clean right now. They really budgeted for this final OAD.
Yeah. Oh, this scene, yeah.
Oh,
this,
yes.
This one.
When she discovers, like, life
The
and
world
death.
is cruel.
The world is cruel.
Style of embroidery, a special family secret for heaven knows how many generations. One day, when you have children of your own, you'll be able to pass the secret on to them. I don't understand. How can I have children?
Oh, yeah, this is it also right before her parents die.
Yeah.
Please, Daddy?
This was in the anime,
I'm
too.
not sure I'm really an expert on the subject, but Dr. Yeager's going to pay us a visit today. Maybe you could ask him about it.
Oh, God, don't answer the door!
I know, literally.
Why don't you
Don't answer it!
We were just talking about you, Doctor.
So this is all gonna be from Mikasa's point of view.
Yeah. So we start at her trauma. Oh. This is when he tells her that
Yeah.
Aaron's dead.
Yep.
And we thought
This
he
is
was
where
dead.
she goes on that essential like suicide run.
Yeah, where she just doesn't care about
And
anything.
where Aaron rescues her. Yeah.
And again with the pomegranate. What does the pomegranate mean?
This reality, then change it. Start over. You can go back as far as you'd like. You can go live in a world where your every wish will be granted. However, you will never be able to save Aaron from death,
Whoa.
because he and death.
Oh,
What? Is this like a
this is
legit
an
butterfly
alternate-
effect?
yeah, alternate reality where,
When you have children of your own, you'll be able to pass the
oh my god, they're gonna live.
Speak of the devil. Thanks for trudging through all the rain. Come on in. I'll get you dry.
Okay. This is like the
So
what if series. This is what I'm
an alternate
into.
You
universe.
too, Mikasa. I trust you.
This is like what Bobby was even talking about, having like some like
Yeah,
what
like
if
a what if.
series.
Don't be shy. Come and say hi.
Oh my god, they meet not through trauma now.
Hello there.
But does she never unlock her powers then?
Aaron here is
I know.
giant.
When she like stomps through the floor?
Aaron will make it happen.
Yeah. He's so dumb enough to put himself in more situations.
Okay.
This is so weird.
I know. This is like a what if series.
This is an opening right here.
Yeah.
This is a unique opening.
Lost in the
It has like
cool.
nylon cords too.
So what's the deal? Your mom's gonna have another kid soon?
Yeah, and she says she thinks this one will be a boy. Because it feels really different from how it did when I was in her tummy.
Oh, so she got killed when she was pregnant.
Damn.
That's even worse.
Boy, I hope he grows up to be a good soldier.
Like we don't know if it's canon, okay?
I know.
Is that what you want to be?
Whose kid is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's Aaron's.
Aaron's kid.
What do you mean by the outside world?
I mean the world past the walls. I'm gonna train day and night until I'm strong enough to kill every Titan out there. What about you?
What about me?
Your dad hunts and your mom farms, right? Do you think you'll take after one of them? What do you plan to do with your life?
She didn't have a plan.
And she's like, literally, she doesn't know what to live for.
She's like, hold on, I'm in a different universe. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Hey, let's go home now, okay, Aaron? Dad said we have to go deep into the woods.
What if in this universe, literally, like, even Grisha gets
That's what I was,
murdered?
that's what I was
I know.
thinking. Grisha's dead too now.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the founder yet.
Oh, it's
Oh!
the hunters.
Oh.
Or the...
Yeah.
Oh, those are
they were-
them. So they
Yeah.
got killed by wild dogs instead.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that seems okay. Who's got the death note?
Oh. And this is how Mikasa unlocks her shit.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I mean it's got to be somehow,
Yeah,
right?
she rescue Aaron.
I hope Mikasa is still a badass.
I'm like, where's Sasha at?
I know.
That stick is gonna break after one swing, buddy.
I hope this Mikasa is still a badass
Whoa.
in this universe.
Conqueror's hockey?
Well, literally.
Conqueror's hockey? Hello?
What the hell?
Now I'm invested.
Why did her heartbeat just like tell them to back off?
Conqueror's hockey.
I
What
don't
just
know.
happened?
That's literally something in One Piece.
It's
Where they
Really?
can just
One Piece,
willpower
yeah.
their way
Oh, I
through
was
it.
like, what is They're dead, Aaron. Don't poke them. A butterfly.
You better get out of there and tell somebody
I know.
before they go out and blame you.
Once we made it back to our parents,
Grisha's like, I told you not to go that far.
No,
Don't go past down the hill.
you idiot.
I told you not to enter the tree line.
I killed them.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
They're my dogs.
See you, Mikasa.
She's like, I'm never hanging out with that kid again.
Never seeing that kid
She's already
again.
attached to him.
He came to give Mom checkups every 5 days, and he always brought Aaron with him.
Oh, so she had to be pregnant for them to keep seeing each other
I
then.
guess, yeah.
We never went back to the
So I see why that would be written into the story.
lots of other things.
She's obviously very excited to see him.
Aaron would tell me about his
Aww.
or about other things he had
Aww.
Armin's pretty much a genius. He reads lots of books, so he knows all sorts of interesting things.
Oh, well then do you think he could tell us how babies are made?
Oh, even I know that much.
For real?
Yeah, Big Bird carries the baby in overnight.
Yeah.
Damn it, Aaron.
There's this thing called a stork, right?
How does he carry a baby?
It's back or something.
But the baby would fall.
Yeah. Well, anyway, about Armin. He knows stuff I've never even thought about. In fact, he's
I like how Armin.
About my boyfriend, Armin.
Anyways, so
I like
Armin.
how Armin's just like a legend.
I know. Like, where is he? Why
He's
don't
the
you bring him
smartest
around?
dude on the planet.
I know.
Where?
Meanwhile, Armin's like losing friendship with Aaron because Aaron's always here.
I know. Armin's just getting bullied somewhere.
Yeah.
No one to protect him.
This is kind of sweet though. Uh-oh.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, we got beat up.
All protecting Armin
Are
from
probably
bullies.
protecting Armin.
Yeah.
in the outside world. There's a huge, deep lake that's full of salt water. Considering how pricey salt is, you'd think that merchants would have scooped it all out. But they never could. Because people aren't even bugs compared to the sea. That's its name, okay? It's the sea.
Aaron's the epitome of the neighbor's kid. Like, don't play with the neighbor's kid. He's weird.
Yeah.
Ice. Water that glows.
He's gonna tell you some crazy, stupid fucking stories.
Has it all.
Don't talk to Mr. Yeager's boy anymore.
No, just don't hang out with him anymore.
He's still gonna bring him over, but he's just gonna sit by himself in the
He's
corner.
weird. Something off about him.
He's a conspiracy theorist.
The cowards that live all around us. As long as they're safe in the walls, they're happy to keep their heads down. What's worse, they
I love this score.
Me too.
Song.
Armin said that someday we should try to reclaim the world. And they called him a heretic. That's what living in a pen does to you. It makes you as stupid and prideless as an animal. They can stay crammed in these walls if they want, but they can't keep me here.
She looks like she's getting the ick.
She does.
Yeah.
She really does.
I'm gonna join the scout regiment. I'll explore the world they gave up on.
Once Aaron goes back to Shikachina, he might get in more fights and get hurt even worse than he was this time.
Aw.
Well, if I can't stop that from happening, then when it does, I'd at least like to be there, at his side.
Aww. She's so like sweet and innocent in this.
Oh, she's actually going.
Ooh.
He can bring you home in a few days when he comes to see your mother.
Don't worry about us. Just have fun with Aaron.
Aww.
Don't have a baby now.
I know.
Quick, hurry, follow me, okay? The scout regiment.
Bro, I'm still on the boat.
Can't see squat.
Squat.
Same scene, different outfit.
I know.
Yeah.
This is an alternate universe, but in this universe,
Sawdust.
Sawdust is still a failure.
Yeah, literally. Sawdust
Sawdust still
sucks.
never got Carla.
There's my son. He
And
should be well. Oh, please tell me he made it.
what was his name? Marcel?
Who?
The guy who died? Is his name Marcel? Marcel
guy?
Braun?
I don't think it's Marcel. Isn't Marcel Porcos?
Oh yeah, but it starts with an M.
It's
Say it. What's his name?
I know.
They don't care enough. It's an OAD episode.
I was gonna see if they say it in chat.
This is what the scouts are. And you're sure that you want to join them?
Yeah.
I don't want you to. Not at all.
Look at that. Another win for the Titans. Uplifting, huh? Oh, sure. Nothing like seeing our hard-earned taxes go toward keeping those bastards fat and happy on your wrist.
Where'd you get that stick from, bruh?
You little punk! Let me go! Get your hands off me!
Jesus Christ.
How dare you call the devil
They are abusing a child and no one cares?
Kid. Shut up! We don't teach these rats when they're young. They stay like this their whole damn lives.
She like unlocks her inner like Ackerman like.
She starts, like going off on the adults. Start making voodoo dolls. There they are right there.
Not as long as I thought it would be.
They're like 4 days. I have to go home tomorrow.
I know. I need to go home. This was a waste of time.
I'm leaving in 30 minutes.
No. My dad's actually here to pick me up. So she's just been living her quiet life at home.
Does Aaron stop coming? Yep, Aaron's not there anymore.
This is a good score too.
Yeah.
See Aaron? Please let me see him again.
Aww.
Her only friend.
So she still never met Armin.
Just in case.
Oh.
Then, in the event that her symptoms worsen, I'll be able to come right away.
Moved to Shiganshina. She's like, yes, please.
Hey, Mikasa. What's the matter? I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Why is she apologizing?
Hey, why did you stop coming to visit?
The scout regiment doesn't exist anymore.
What?
Didn't come up with any results, so it got disbanded.
Oh, wow.
What?
They even sealed the gates, so now nobody can go outside.
Oh my god.
Guards are trying to trap all of humanity within these walls for good.
That'll make Birdie stub his toe.
So, there's no way to go outside now?
There's still a way. Armin and I are gonna fly out of here in a hot air balloon.
No, that's how his parents died.
It's like a big gas bag that lifts a basket through the sky.
No, literally.
No, don't do that.
Don't do it.
That's why I haven't come to
Military
They're gonna
police are
die
still a thing.
alongside. They're gonna die alongside the parents.
I know, that's gonna be
Parents
what
are obviously
happens.
still alive.
When will you leave?
in 3 days.
Then I'll fly away with you. Huh? I don't want to get left behind. So take me. Just let me come with you, please.
Can't be without you, brother.
Well, that scarf just got way longer.
Yep.
There's a forest past that inner gate. If you really want to come, then meet us there in 3 days. You can keep that till then.
He's like, damn, this girl likes me.
He like leaves her right here, like literally, like, as
know,
if she's not gonna
what?
spend the next 3 days with him.
I know, like, dude, I'm only here because of you.
Tell me about it.
He likes to be so mysterious. He's gonna like just like set her up.
I know,
Go all by yourself.
I know,
Not gonna lie, Aaron, I thought you were better than this.
I know, Aaron, you're really not treating her the way that you should be. Who is that?
Future Aaron, mention.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather around, please. I am known as the Mirror Man. Watch and be amazed as
Bro,
I
I'm late for something.
natural powers on this sweet, innocent young girl.
I didn't volunteer for
In a
this.
few brief moments, I intend to hypnotize her and transform her into a cold-blooded killer. Now, little girl, look at your reflection in my face.
Please, let me go. I'm short on time.
What do you mean by short on time? If I did release you, where would you go?
I have a friend who I'm supposed to meet.
I see. You better be quick then. You don't want to keep your friends waiting, do you?
Thanks.
It's like these are what the scouts are doing now. They're like just doing like show.
Rush. After all, I just promised this crowd of people that I'd use hypnotism to turn you into a killer. That's
Bro, it's kidnapping.
I know.
Why don't you just kill me now and then go? I could use hypnotism to force you to kill me. It wouldn't be difficult, but it would be somewhat time-consuming. That's a problem for you, right?
Well, you all suck.
Hurry as you might, you'll never make it in time. He'll leave you behind no matter what you do.
What? Who is this?
Grisha?
Aaron somehow? Wait a second, who are you?
I am no one, but at the same time, I could be anyone. I am the greatest of hypnotists, and hypnotists know all things. You've lost your way, child. And what's more, you became lost of your own volition. You made this world to get lost in, to escape from
Like, I'm trying to think the voice. I don't recognize the voice.
death.
Oh, shit.
However, no
So this is like
matter how many worlds you make for him,
her reality.
you'll never be able to save Aaron from death, because he and death are inextricably bound.
Death runs through his veins. Try to protect him, but death will take him in the end. If you think I'm lying, then go. See for yourself. But first, you'll have to kill me. Prove that you have the strength to return to the world you came from. Why? Why'd you have to get in my way? The only thing I want is to be with Aaron. Is that really too much to ask for? No, it isn't. But even this world is cruel. Then what the hell is it good for?
She gonna kill him?
But she just saw older Mikasa and herself.
Yeah. Oh, your realities are colliding.
She killed him.
Had you not seen it with your own eyes, you would scarcely believe it. I am the enigmatic Mirror Man, and I just turned this innocent girl into a cold-blooded killer. Observe this trick blade. It was specially made to be quite harmless. And take note, this bag is full of chicken blood. That said, this girl did choose to stab me, aiming straight for my
So we must burn her.
That's
can't be bent even by a Titan. Are you not impressed, good people? You have just borne witness to the infamous powers of the Mirror Man himself.
Anyways.
Thank you. You're far too kind.
Yeah. I don't know, girl. Oh, hey. I have an Armin.
Uh-oh.
Is this where his family dies?
You must be Mikasa, right?
Where is Aaron? Is he nearby?
I'm sorry, Mikasa. It's all my fault.
Did he die?
The balloon's controls wouldn't work. We were flying straight at the wall. And he threw me overboard. The big didn't make it out himself. He was still inside when it hit. It should have been me that got my Aaron.
This is a parallel to...
Yeah.
She's crashing out.
All I was left with was the feeling of having just surfaced from the depths of a long dream. A dream
So that's when
that was
she-
joyful and unbearable.
Yeah.
Yep.
But from the moment I opened my eyes, I had accepted Aaron's fate for what it was. He'll do it all. He'll reclaim Walmaria. He'll slaughter every Titan out there. He'll take us all the way to the sea.
And then kill 80% of humanity.
Even after
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
he might just keep moving forward.
Oh, well, his
And there's
Titans
no
did.
way that I, or anyone else, can hold him back if he does.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately.
It's okay. He can go wherever he wants. As long as I can come with him.
Well, he left
My
you.
only wish is to stay at his side. Hey, Aaron.
Oh, and the
Wow.
OG outro.
Okay.
There's that
Dang.
outro.
So
Eddie
she like
asked-
imagined herself.
Eddie asked if we saw the guy who was reading the Bible because he gets eaten by a Titan in episode 2. And then,
When they were in the crowd.
yeah. And then Jacob says, it sounds like the older Mikasa talking to younger Mikasa.
Yeah, it
Which I
was.
agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree that it's like
I was trying to figure it out at first. I was like, that's Mikasa. But then as it kept going on, I was like, is it Mikasa? Then I ended off with, yeah.
when it flashes where you see the outline of Mikasa, that's when I was like, okay, this was probably like her subconscious. And then
Yeah.
Eddie also said, OMG, what a trip. It was her daydream during the actual episode.
No, literally, it was her like crashing out and going
Yeah.
into a whole different reality when she was knocked out because it was right when she found out Aaron died. So I'm gonna say this is canon.
Yeah,
Because it's
in my
pretty
head,
much
this
just a
is canon.
daydream. And daydreams can be canon. So I'm gonna say it's canon.
It's a Mikasa head canon.
Yeah, literally head
Canon to her head.
Oh, hi Nico.
I'm trying to like wrap my head around how Aaron had his fingers on this. I don't think I don't know.
I feel like it's well, we have to realize Aaron probably been through multiple timelines, and he's the one who like if he has the power to set even like send
This was
Deadpool down
definitely
the
a
path to kill his
timeline.
mom. I feel like he definitely could have gotten in her head, and
And that's
also
it.
you have to realize because they've all probably subconsciously lived through multiple timelines, and I feel like that's what we're witnessing is her seeing that.
Yeah.
So this could have been Aaron trying to set her up, being like, when you're younger, like I'm gonna show you a life where you could have had your family, but no matter what, you never get what you want. So
Yeah.
just fucking give up and do what I tell you to do.
Damn.
Yeah, same Heise. Same Jacob.
The only
The
canon
only-
one
yeah.
is with Pixie.
The one
Yeah,
where-
baby.
Yeah, that's the canon one.
So 2.
Yeah, that one was strange.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely like Aaron. This is Aaron's setup to get Mikasa to go along with whatever the fuck he says.
Oh, it could be like in a manipulative kind of way.
That's why the message is basically Aaron and death are intertwined.
Yeah.
No matter
pretty
what
much,
you
like,
do,
no
you
matter
don't
what.
get what you want. So enjoy what you have.
Yeah,
back-
you can't tell him what to do, and that's where she lands.
Going
on
back
at the
to our
end.
Ferris
At the-
Bueller comment.
Yeah, at the end, exactly. Because then at the end of the episode, she lands on the no matter what, I can't control Aaron and tell him what not to and what to do. So I just hope I'm with him.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much like the epitome of
Simp.
season 4
so
of like, well, yeah, I can't have him. I can't tell him to stop his genocide, but I hope I'm at least with him.
and this is also she's having this flashback moments before she gets Aaron back. So it could have been Aaron timing it as well, being like, this is when she was at her lowest and broken. Mm-hmm. This is where I win her over entirely.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. Another moment too that it could be one of those moments where obviously when she's having this air quote daydreaming just sequence and she's given up on like life. To your point too, this could be Aaron's way of saying like, look, like you wish things were another way. Let me show you.
Yeah. This is how it could have played out, and I could have died a lot younger. So
And so, yeah, exactly. It's like no matter what happens, and I'm sure these are, like you said, timelines that Aaron himself have already explored, and so it could just be something where it's like just a reminder to Mikasa, as you were literally explaining that, like, regardless of whatever timeline, Aaron is the equivalent of death, and the world is cruel, and you can't escape it. Even if you wish you can go back and change things, even however way you try to change it, you're going to always find the same result. And the result may come sooner or it might come later, as we see literally as things play out moments after, this episode with Aaron rescuing Mikasa, is that things are going to play out much later. She's still going to ultimately lose Eren. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parallels with this episode, as we saw, even though it took place in a different like timeline, a what if series.
They still had their canon events.
We saw those moments where the moment where something was about to happen, much like it did over in our timeline that we're used to. There's like those scenes that we see that show like
They kind of
this
end
is
up
like
meshing
that
together, like glitching
event.
together.
Yeah,
or like the really interesting parallels.
Yeah, this is that moment. This is that time where the parallels are about to go ahead and like almost like they're gonna go ahead and blend. And I don't know. I like the idea of thinking in a way where Eren is in control, because like Eren is essentially the puppet master, and Eren's able to go ahead and kind of like, as we saw in season 4 towards the end of it, literally the last episode,
Can literally kill himself.
he's also able to go ahead and send his friends over on journeys with him, and so it's like he can go ahead and give this whole what if adventure to Mikasa in a moment where she was like accepting death.
Yeah.
What a manipulator.
Oh, he's
No,
for
for
sure.
real.
That's one thing we learned.
He's
True to the
always
Jaeger
been-
I
bloodline.
say if we haven't learned anything, it's about the Jaegers are freaking manipulators.
Yeah.
Whether it's Zeke, whether it's Eren, and then we learn Grisha's pretty
Grisha,
much a
Loki
pretty bad
is-
manipulator.
I love how
they're all
he-
manipulators.
He showed Mikasa, hey, even if there were no fucking scouts, yeah, I'm still fucking gonna do whatever the fuck I please and try to run away.
Exactly.
That was a crazy little part in this series,
Goes
though.
down
In
with
this
Armin's
episode was
parents.
that the scouts got
Disbanded.
disbanded. That was
That
crazy.
was insane.
Was like, whoa, no way. Like that could happen in another reality. They can get
That's
totally disbanded.
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy to see that actually was the result of that timeline.
I'm sure.
Because the scouts obviously Sadas kept fucking up.
So then in that reality, then
It's almost like what happened to Irvin, what happened to Levi, what
Yeah.
happened to all
That's what I
these
was
high
about to say. In
rankings.
this
They
version,
just joined
then, so
another
what
brand.
happened?
Erwin got
Yeah.
casted out with his dad.
Did they just move to military police?
Become military
or-
branch. They go out there and become soldiers. Maybe they're given the option of like what they want to go ahead and do.
He has his own sleep mask.
And yeah, pretty
Covers his
insane.
eyes with his ears.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, that was good. That was also a
too.
pretty solid one to end on too, because it plays with like difference of realities,
Yeah.
which is pretty much what we find out all throughout season 4 of what's
Yeah.
going on. So
I
yeah,
love
like Jacob
timeline
said,
talk.
when realities collide, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I love timeline talk,
Oh yeah, for sure.
time distortion.
That's our next
Going down
podcast.
the timeline
It's
talk.
just timeline talk.
It's for me too. It's interesting to think that like in this timeline, at least we don't see it in this episode, but it seems like our traders don't really have that kind of like agenda. They don't have that mission. We got the weird moment where it's like almost like the realities are colliding, where we saw like Birdie's colossal.
Yeah, and
kind
like
of
the
peering
collage
over,
of all the.
But it never
stuff.
it never really happens.
I mean, technically it does happen, because if we're really thinking about it, she's in her daydream, right?
Yeah, so it did
So
happen.
she's probably thinking about, because if we're thinking in the mind of Mikasa, who's watching the pomegranate with the butterfly,
Yeah.
she's having this kind of mental image of her living a life without the scouts, essentially, without Eren,
Yes.
and without her parents disappearing. So of course,
So-
like when she gets to those areas where things like canon events happen, of course she's gonna see the overlap in her.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, well,
is-
this actually happened, but what if it didn't? But like,
Yeah, this is her thinking, this isn't how it played out.
Yeah.
This isn't what actually happened. And it's her, I feel like it's her slipping into the reality of like, okay, so maybe it was better the other way around. Maybe it was better if my parents passed away and I stuck with Eren and the scouts were there. We
Which
joined the
is
scouts.
such a crazy thing to say, because obviously very quickly does her motivation in life become to just wanting to be around Eren. To have that idea and to have that kind of realization that like, wait, no, like imagine her in this time zone being like, no, like I want to go back to how things were. I want to go back to, like in a way she's saying like she wants to go back to that timeline where her parents were taken from her. She wants to go back to and
All
go
for
through
Eren.
all that stuff just to go ahead and be with Eren. It's crazy.
Power of love, man.
That's like the whole thing with like and I could be wrong, but like the whole Why am I blinking on the guy? Fucking what? Scrooge or whatever, and
Scrooge McDuck.
like Scrooge. Yeah, Scrooge McDuck.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But Scrooge, when he has the ghosts
the
kind of
Christmas
taking him and
movie,
stuff,
the Christmas movie where
and all of a sudden it's kind of realizing
Father
that,
Time
like,
and all
wait,
that.
like, no, I want to go
Yeah.
back to the
Christmas
life I
past.
had. Like, I want to go back to that life,
to
whatever.
reappreciate it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's kind
Right,
of crazy.
Jacob. Right.
Need me a girl like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. I still think the Mirror Man is Aaron controlling somebody,
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be like
or is
Like a
Mikasa's
metaphor
inner
or
psyche.
something.
Mikasa kind of coming into that daydream,
Her
but I
own inner
feel like
psyche.
there might be something there. I think you might be onto something there with Aaron.
I wouldn't doubt it if it was just simply explained as, oh, it's Mikasa's internal psyche, since she is technically an adult and Aaron is technically dead in her current timeline.
True.
Yeah.
She's probably like, no matter what I do, I can't keep Aaron alive, so might as well keep living.
But also, what if she got a peek into another timeline that Aaron let her peek into? Because Aaron let her into another peaceful timeline later in season 4. Mm-hmm. So it could just be a timeline where it's like, yeah, you're going through a lot right now. Here's a timeline where I'm alive, but no matter, just so you know, no matter what, I'm going to die. So
Yeah, because he did
calm
it with
down,
a bunch
man.
of people in season 4.
Could you imagine how evil he would be just to get her a glimpse of the timeline of when they both left together?
Ugh.
And they decided to go ahead and live together. We don't
Yeah.
know what that ultimately would have resulted in. For all we know, they would have been like,
Yeah, I would have loved to see more of that
somebody would
timeline.
have like found them or whatever and stuff. you
Well,
know?
I mean,
would have loved to
we
see
can
them
just
do the
assume that if they
simple
did that, I mean, Aaron would die over time because he would
Well,
still have the Titan.
yeah.
So I think,
Like Eddie says, but he's going to die anyway.
yeah, he's gonna die anyway.
Is that
He
your
dies,
snoot?
he dies.
Sorry, am I hitting your snoot? So soft like a marshmallow.
Damn. Yeah, this was I agree. This was a good episode to go ahead and end these. Oh,
I'm gonna say it's canon. You've heard it here
Mikasa
first.
headcanon.
Attack the Talk podcast dubs these canon.
Yeah, that's true.
Aaron is even seen using a mirror in the
seen
anime.
using a mirror in the anime when he tells himself to fight, possibly also influencing past Mikasa. So maybe he's using the mirror. I mean, we've seen
Ooh,
where
that's true. He is
he
looking in the
literally
mirror
is
saying
talking to
fight.
himself in the mirror.
How many
And the
mirrors
Mirror
do we
Man
really
is
see
telling
in the anime?
Mikasa, you lost your fight.
Pretty much whenever he's in that cell, right?
Is that the only time we really get a mirror shot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Stop biting on your...
crazy. And that's a great that's a great
Yeah, that's a really
Theory
good...
right there.
Yeah, that is a cool parallel there. Yeah, you're right.
That's sick.
The only times we really see mirrors in the anime is when someone's telling the other person to fight.
and also too that can give us kind of like a weird confirmation of how Eren goes to these timelines.
Yeah.
Like,
I am
can you
I'm
imagine
more
if it
curious
just
about
takes?
He just
I know,
wishes
it's so
for it
weird.
to happen.
I know. Then Hanji ruins the moment.
Well, you have to think about it. If he,
I know.
he's technically, let's just call it what it is. If he's God, he's omnipotent and omniscient.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he can just, at any point in time, will his way into a timeline
Yeah.
and be like, okay, I want to play with this one right now. Okay, I want to play with this one right now. Okay, I want to jump in this one where this happens and see what happens at the end.
Yeah. Crazy. Wow. Yeah, good episode.
Yeah. Then Hanji ruins the moment.
Yeah, Hanji ruins the moment. No, Hanji doesn't ruin moments. She just makes the moments even more.
Yeah, she just makes it
Better.
a different kind of
Adds
moment.
a little Hanji
She
cherry
steals
on
the
top.
moment.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
steals
She
it.
literally steals the moment. All right,
Oh,
guys.
it's one of those phases.
Again, just huge thanks to all of you who stuck around and watched these OEDs with us. I mean, this was fun. It was fun to go ahead and watch these, and even just speculate, theorize, break down, and just go ahead and have these cool little moments of just like having this roundtable discussion with you guys.
Thanks for joining us in this extra cozy episode.
I know, I'm super
Exactly.
comfy right now. Comfy cozy. The loose
Wow.
Aaron and Light, the triple manipulator threat.
I know, that's no. Those three together. Actually, they're going to end up killing each other. Outsmarting each other.
Would, to be honest. They'd
Yeah.
probably have huge ego clashes.
Like, he's too brilliant. He's going to get in the way of my...
So with that being said, Light can kill Eren.
Technically.
Yeah, Light can pretty much kill Illusion,
Or do we
Aaron,
think
right?
that Aaron, being Aaron, just outmaneuvers him in a different timeline and saves himself?
Yeah, that's interesting. Who would win? I mean, honestly,
I feel like no matter
Lelouch
what
is a
your
little
power is,
out
you
of...
lose. I feel like time's the ultimate power.
Yeah.
But given Light is pretty fucking intelligent, Aaron's not that intelligent.
Uh huh.
But if Aaron had enough prep time, which keyword is time, I'm sure he'd be able to get a lot done.
Yeah.
Real quick, we have Bad, we have Jacob saying thank you. I want to thank you both, but I want to especially thank Jacob because Jacob, I know how hard you fought for us to go ahead and watch these OADs. I know it took a while, it took some time, but we eventually got to it, and we're really, really glad that we did.
I hope you're happy with the outcome.
It was definitely a treat for us first time watching it.
Exactly.
So,
Episode 5 fucked me up, bro.
It did. It had me literally thinking about it all.
I was like,
reeling for a good 3-4 days.
I was so locked into all of them.
If Zebra Cakes was going to go ahead and show up to any Attack the Talk episode, I'm glad it was episode 5 of the OADs.
Yeah, because that one was crazy.
That's one way to leave an intro taste.
I laugh because I went to go ahead and rewatch that moment again a couple times when, when we literally all of our jaws dropped.
You see Isabella.
And it was funny watching Zebra Cakes literally just being like...
Yeah, she's like, this is what you guys watch?
And then she even did like a pan like...
To look at all of us, see our reactions.
She's like, are you guys... No, meanwhile, we're all like...
no.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dirt in the eye. Dirt in the eye.
So she's like, oh, okay, so it's supposed to be this crazy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen
Could you
episode
imagine
1.
if she was like... And we're all like, yeah, makes sense.
Fascinating. It's exactly what we anticipated.
That's not as bad as... We're like comparing it.
That's not as bad as episode 1 was.
Anyways, guys, next episode we'll have Zebra Case talk about all the worst deaths, and we'll watch them live of AOT.
I know. We'll have her go ahead and grade
Just
and rank each of these AOT deaths.
We need you to rank all
how
these deaths.
painful these deaths are 1 to 10. Number 1 is the guy on the string.
And then there's the dude getting fed through his butt and exploding.
Curb stomped onto a tree.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get to watch all of these.
Batman's asking, Aaron would know about light because he can see the future, right? I think it would take a couple tries for Aaron to go ahead and figure it out. I think it's one thing we learned with Aaron is through trial and error. He's determined to go ahead and find the right pathway. And
you could always just look for a timeline where he beats his opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be... Yeah, because Eldians and Marlians don't exist in Light's world, but that's a very major thing in Aaron's world. Titans are a major thing in Aaron's world, and they're not a thing in Light's world. So they'd have to be like... He would transform into a Titan and be like, dude, you're just a big Shinigami. What's going on?
What's crazy, too, is that, like...
People can see you?
To the rules of death, though, Light would not be able to kill any Titan.
No, because he wouldn't know their name.
Yeah.
Or technically their real face.
Yeah.
He would have to know who they were right before.
So he'd be useless to the Titans. He'd have to
he'd only really be able to kill like people who he knew turn into Titans.
Would we
argue
mom. That the face of a Titan is also the face of the Titan user?
It is. You know what? That's true.
I guess I'm the evil MC because I shared these with all of you and I got my way. Dub Jacob.
It was all a scheme.
Jacob's the real manipulator here.
He's the real Aaron here. He knew it was like, I'm going to get them somehow.
You guys are going to watch him. You will. Yeah, it was all a scheme.
Yeah, true. You
and
got
I'm
your
glad because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them all, Jacob.
They're
Thank
great
you.
watches.
And thank you too, Bat. You guys both were through it with us, went through it all throughout the entirety of all of the OVAs. So really great job to all of you. And to you guys who even hopped in and joined. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, you guys were loyal throughout all of the...
Keep wearing that Traffy hat.
You guys were loyal throughout all of the OADs, and I really appreciate you guys for that. You guys were ready. At the ready for all these OADs. Thank you,
Yeah,
Bat.
literally, you guys are ready.
He's got the sword, too.
I love it, too.
He said.
Nice.
So thank you for your loyalty.
Episode 4 and 5, they even told us, we were like, we got the big TV ready.
Yeah, like we got the big TV and the popcorn ready.
Okay, now Aaron, if you're listening, send us back in time and make us watch 4 and 5 last.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you erase my memory of that so that I can go back and watch it again?
Where's the Men in Black?
I know. There's so many things I wish I could experience for the first time again, and just like, ugh.
I wish I could watch One Piece for the first time again. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, speaking of the Mother Sea, yeah, again, guys, this has been fun, but we have a lot of work to do now. We're going to be starting season 4.
Yeah.
So get ready, guys.
So we're going to go ahead and get back into our, back to our just dissection of these episodes. And, you know, we'll start with season 4, episode 1. We'll probably split that into maybe 2 parts, and then we'll just carry on from there. We'll continue to give you our updates, and then we'll probably go ahead and start up the poll and the Q&As again. Yeah, all the good stuff, guys. I'm experiencing peak One Piece for the first time, and I love it. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
We
keep
talked about
watching the next
before.
10 episodes and let me know how you feel, bud.
Enjoy it. You know you're in
Same thing
for.
with Death Note. Watch the next 4 and let me know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this was fun, guys. It was nice to go ahead and do this.
He said Chopper Man to the rescue on his Instagram post. Chopper Man to the rescue.
Awesome. AJ Zach, One Piece is my favorite anime of all time. That's awesome. I love
Good. Keep it that way.
that. Wow.
It's gonna be the greatest anime ever released. Especially, I feel like once Wit drops the remake, it's just
Yeah, it'll hit a
undeniable.
re-up in popularity.
Because
Yeah.
the complaint is pacing.
Yeah.
And if you can crunch down 1,000 fucking episodes into 278, 280 episodes,
Then I would probably be willing to watch.
Yeah, I think you are gonna go ahead. I think
next
honestly,
anime, attack the
think
One Piece.
once you start hearing about Wit and let's say it's good and it's worth the watch, I think you're definitely gonna give it a try.
I'm gonna have to because I like the live action One Piece.
Yeah.
I really do. But also,
If you
the
like
casting
live
in that
action
is just
One
really
Piece,
good.
then you're gonna love the anime. I mean, the thing is, in terms of the scale of comparison, live action One Piece is just like a small little fraction of just
of
like,
One Piece,
of just literally the anime.
like the world.
Yeah.
Of One Piece.
Like the actors do a good job of like bringing what makes the characters so special to life. But when you watch it,
There's so
anime,
many minor details that
It's
even,
so much
even
better.
just getting to Arlong Park, you're already missing like
Yeah, there's a
10,
lot.
15% extra detail that would make it
Wow.
10 times better in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Okay.
Because there's honestly the one thing.
Then hopefully
about,
Wit does it justice. Then
I hope so. That's the one thing I worry about because the one thing One Piece has that nothing else has is world building. Like One Piece takes world building to the extreme, and that's why it takes so long. Because
Yeah.
and that's
they
something
want
that
you to fully understand the context of everything.
Yes.
Like
And-
fully immerse yourself into
because
it.
that's one thing that I'm realizing now with like late game manga One Piece.
Uh-oh.
Is like, for example, like some of the characters that we've mentioned to you, like Vivi, for example, she's gonna be in Alabasta, and then you're not gonna see Vivi for a really long
really
time.
long time.
And then
Oh.
hundreds of episodes later, Vivi's gonna come back and have another major role to the story. And if you don't have that kind of backstory on who Vivi is or who she knows,
Then you know.
you don't get the full gist of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Hachi! I miss Hachi.
The octopus guy. I'm just looking at Zach's foot in the ring light and like the Nico hair wisping off of it. Do you see it?
Nico hair, yeah.
See it.
It's just in the rug.
But
There is no rug. It's all Nico's hair.
you know,
Exactly.
Hachi's a huge character. I just realized, Jacob,
You made
you've
yourself at
seen
home.
Sabaody, bro. You've seen he's seen when Luffy ends up on Hancock's Island and has his moment.
Are we
with
making you
Jinbei.
sleepy?
Man,
He's not in a live action. Hachi isn't yet.
no, Hachi's not,
He's not.
sadly. Which that kind of confuses me because Hachi's a pretty essential role in Sabaody
Making you sleepy.
and in Fishman Island too.
Yeah, it's like a redemption kind of.
Yeah, that's the whole. See, that's what I'm talking about. Even the side characters have these huge overarching like character development stories. So it's like you see so much. Like all these characters get attention to detail. So I don't know. 1,000 episodes doesn't seem that long once you
You'll
finish
get there,
it.
Lex. You'll go
Yeah.
ahead and you'll watch Wit.
We'll see.
And I'm hoping the one with the new animation for the old story too. Like picture this. NES Lobby with new gen animation.
Oh yeah,
like
it'd be
that's
incredible.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. I talk One Piece too much.
For anybody that's afraid to watch One Piece, just wait for Wit and then give it a shot.
Yeah, and then go watch the OG so you get the full grasp.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
not. It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. The boss. Yeah, that's the sludge dude, right?
Yeah, the poison
sludge.
guy. What's his name?
Magellan.
Yes, Magellan.
Yeah, Magellan.
Yes. Oh, dude,
I was like,
that's a pretty.
Okay, that was me with Matsuda.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
You sounded- Sounded a little conservative
Matsuda.
over here. He's like mugga.
Clip it. Okay.
God. We're saying muggle. It's different. It's a fictional slur.
The Magellan fights. Yeah, fucking muggles.
Muggle. That's
Fucking
that.
muggles.
No, honestly, I don't like who's the name of the woman that made Harry Potter?
Oh, J.K. Rowling. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
she's
like
got
J.K. Rowling, but she
problems.
kind of ate when she
Yeah.
tried to come up with a slur for humans with Muggle.
yeah.
For non-magic humans.
Yeah.
If I ever get
all
magic
messed
powers,
up.
I'm gonna start calling everybody
Yeah.
Muggle on a day-to-day
Freaking
basis.
Muggle.
What's up, my Muggle?
I know. That's not. Yeah, someone you're gonna say it to the wrong person and be like, what?
What's up, my mug?
No, Muggle.
My bad,
Oh.
my bad. Mug, my mug. What's up, my
mug.
mug?
So bad.
Yeah, adding the hard LE at the end.
The hard glow.
Yeah, the hard
hard
ol' Muggle.
Slytherin on top. Fuck off, bro. It's all about Hufflepuff.
I am a Slytherin, so
Sorry, it's Hufflepuff or die. We huff
trying
and
to
we
think.
puff and we keep huffing and puffing.
I think Luca's also a Hufflepuff.
Who is?
I think Luca
Luca?
is also a Hufflepuff. I'm trying to remember. He's the one that introduced me to Harry Potter.
When I took
Luca
my
D.
test, I was
Luffy?
a Gryffindor when I took my
Yeah,
test.
he's a Hufflepuff.
Can't remember what I was. I know I took the thing. Way back when.
Ravenclaw looking ass fool.
I was gonna say you're probably Ravenclaw. You could be Gryffindor.
It's the glasses. If he takes the glasses off, we're like, oh, Gryffindor. Mm-hmm. A mother effing J is a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
AJ, your host on Attack the Talk, is a Ravenclaw.
I'll take it. Adaptable, you know?
Yeah.
I'm about to Avada Kedavra, everybody.
Hey, we don't say those words in this household.
I thought we don't say Voldemort.
You gonna say what?
Who?
What'd you say?
Voldemort.
Oh, maybe.
What's remember Arthur and the Minimoys? Anyone remember that movie? The little
Yes.
kid right here. What's the name of the dude with the M that they don't say his name?
Oh, I don't know. They never say his name.
Hold up. Arthur and the Minimoys. What a throwback.
That is a crazy throwback. Now he's the I am a surgeon guy.
I am a surgeon.
Now he's-
Dr. Han.
Yeah, who
Emperor
that is?
Maltazar.
Now he's him.
Maltazar.
Maltazar.
Whoa.
The M. We don't say his name.
Maltazar?
Evil M. Maltazard. Like
Maltazar.
Charizard?
Piece Season 2 adds 3 more to cast.
Ooh, are you looking at One Piece
Kuro
live action?
and-
Oh.
Vivi Kuro Croc.
Castings have been coming thick and fast. That's a weird way to start.
Thick and fast.
And
gotta be a
continued
big
production
character.
in South Africa is expected to run through January 2025. Netflix still has more cast members to announce, and we suspect they'll be unveiled in due time. But Netflix has reportedly found its Mr. 11,
Wow.
Chopper, Heavy Point,
Chopper.
Heavy Point Chopper. Because Chopper has multiple forms.
and
he has Monster
Luffy's
Point, Heavy Point.
biggest fanboy, Bartolomeo.
I know. I don't understand why they casted him so early.
I don't know.
But I think we kind of talked about it last week. He might just show up and say hi.
Is Heavy Point Chopper seem more doable to do live action than other versions of Chopper?
I'd say Monster Point.
So this is Gavin Gomez, actor and stunt performer, will be playing Heavy Point Chopper.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, and
I
he's a
guess this is
stuntman.
Heavy Point. Heavy Point is like his more human-esque form.
Okay.
It's just I don't know how they would do the post time skip with the little
Yeah.
necklace. But yeah, this is Heavy Point Chopper pre time skip.
Oh, okay. I see. That is a little
So
more.
Vin
if
Diesel?
it's stunt, I definitely go ahead.
He's
and
gonna be wearing a
see
costume
Just stunt.
He has to be wearing costume.
because he's a stunt
And
guy.
it's got to be. I don't know. We'll see if the voice actor
It's
does
gotta
it.
be CGI, mostly CGI'd probably.
Interesting. Very
Dang.
interesting.
I've seen vids of the VV actor dancing, and damn. Okay, man.
These are the majority of Chopper's different forms, each with its own purpose.
Okay.
So there's Horn Point. The one with the scope is like he can scope out a person's weakness.
Yeah.
This one over here, I think the bottom left is his jump form.
Look at this screen.
Yeah, just completely blocking you.
Middle left is
AJ's
jump-
just
my
there,
bad.
jamming
Thumbnail.
out.
Middle left is jump form. Bottom left is kung fu form. Monster Point is this one, and then this is Shield Point. And then the center one is I don't even remember. That was just like a one shot.
I want a chopper.
The center one's
The actor.
Alan Fowles.
Yeah, he's playing Mr.
Mr. 11. I could see it. He's got the facial structure for it.
Nico, you got anything to say about this?
Where's 11's power?
I don't remember that.
I want to know who Mr. 3 is going to be. I want to know who's our wax boy, who's our candle man.
We know who Mr. 3 is gonna be, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, remember it's gonna be this guy.
Mr. 3.
Remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What did he do? David Dost
Makes me
Malchian,
sad, it's bad, but he can't control it. Yep.
Cameron Johnson, Daniel Lasker.
Alrighty. So while Zach goes and takes a look over at the cast that's been announced
Clive
so far,
Russell
I'm going to go
is
ahead and get
Crocus.
to our close. And I want to say thank you again for like the 10th time. You guys are awesome. We love you guys so much. The OADs were fun. I'm glad we were able to go ahead and do that live together. And I'm glad that I was able to go ahead and watch these for the first time with you guys. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know why I decided to go ahead and put off the OEDs. Maybe it's just because, you know, we're looking at...
It was Aaron
Finishing
saying that
up.
they weren't dubbed yet.
Exactly. I know we were grinding over at finishing the series, and once we finished the series, it's like, I got to see
Live
that
action
again.
One
And then
Piece
next thing
Eddie.
you know...
All good, Eddie.
Yeah, but the casting was for the live
You're
action
here
One
to
Piece
say
season
goodbye.
2. That's what some of the casting, they've been announcing that in recent weeks. So I just saw 3 more new castings that were announced. But Eddie, watch Death Note. Definitely watch Death Note.
Please do. It's so good.
Yeah. It's fun, guys, but we're starting season 4. We'll be starting that next week, Tuesdays. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow us on Instagram to get all of your updates. Mm-hmm. And check out the Linktree. The Linktree has all the platforms where we are available on. Shout out NatePlaysBad.
One PP.
Also, too, I want you guys to go ahead and check out Fandomion if you're looking for some merch, looking for any anime merch, looking for, just an online store to go ahead and kind of explore. If you see something you like, as our friend Jacob says every single week, use code LEX.
Thank you.
LEX for 10% off for your guys' purchase order. You know what? You guys use it. It's a way Lexi can help you guys out, but you also help Lexi out a lot whenever you guys go ahead and use that code. So, with that being said, guys, as we talked about, and we even had a nice little real tender moment about life. Mm-hmm. You know what? Just appreciate the life that we have. It goes by so quickly. Just life in general. I didn't think 2 months were going to go by so quick, and it did. And let's just go ahead and I can't remember the quote, but Bad can go ahead and say it probably much better than I do. But yeah, go ahead and stop, turn around, appreciate what we have, appreciate the life we have, and
Take a stop to smell the roses every once in a while.
exactly. You know what? Let's enjoy season 4. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All
'Cause
right.
That's going to take another 2 years.
Yes, the next journey begins.
Exactly. All right, guys. Be safe. Love, hate. Love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. We'll be back over in the studio. And have a great rest of your week. Alrighty. Go ahead, say your goodbyes. I'll let you guys decide who wants to start.
Bye.
I'm gonna start playing Pokemon Showdown. Fight me. Battle me on Pokemon Showdown. I'll beat you.
Much love to you all. Thank you for joining. See
Please
you all
stay
next
safe,
week.
guys.
Aw, thank you, Eddie. Love so much. Love you all. Thanks, Eddie.
Love you guys. Thank you guys for being here with us. Appreciate you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.